Hello everybody, what's up on a wonderful Tuesday? I hope you're all doing fantastic. Dono, hello, and Spinman. Yes, it is in time for some Giga Gaming. Quack, hello Quack. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, we're going to be getting in a second into some good old talkie. I keep wanting to move the other chat box. Like this one, this is kind of like the usual thing. Although Tarkov seems to not want to appear at the moment. Oh, there we go. it's working. It's working, whereas like this one doesn't really work with the box here, the text box. It's not really that nice an overlay anymore, I don't think. Maybe I just need to change it. I need to like move it or something. I'd have to think about it. It's a bit redundant at this point. Scavlord Rocket, yo, what's going on? I have a lovely cup of tea. We're having a good time. Needs to be Wednesday. Get over the hump day. Exactly. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to this morning, unfortunately, because just various things, and it was like a nursery drop-off day, and like with there was a forgotten bottle and all sorts of other stuff going on. You could get rid of its Giga Beef here and put the chat there instead. Yeah, I probably could. Let's see. Get rid of this. Put that up here. I have to go back and like see if I can edit that. I think I probably can edit it relatively easily, but shouldn't be too difficult. The newfound skills of all the various things. Top of the morning. Hello. How'd you have your tea? I mean, I just have black tea with milk, no sugar. Yesterday was a holiday for America. It was a holiday here too. We had a bank holiday yesterday, I believe. I think so. Like, it doesn't mean anything for me at bank holidays. It doesn't mean anything anyway. It's kind of weird because basically it never used to either, like what I used to do, because there's like too many holidays. Like no one can agree on when the holidays are going to be. So holidays are just like too specific. But yeah, actually, so headset-wise, so we were thinking about headsets yesterday. GSSHs didn't actually seem too bad. Let's go and have a quick like headset check on the fleet. Just go and see what the prices are looking like. The Contact 4s are just like super expensive. And they still are like 200k. Okay, it seems to be that from a prices perspective, you could imagine that Contact 4s being the ones people like the most, XLs maybe being the next. Then what do people say next? It was like maybe... What's the next most expensive? I guess it's actually the Swordins, but that's probably because Ragman sells them for that much. SH is always cheap. No one seems to like the M32s, although some people were saying that it was their favourite. I don't know. I still like the razors didn't sound terrible. The Contact 2s were a bit tinny, but I think they've got maybe a shorter distance according to Pesties testing. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go with GSSH for now. First time catching a stream early on. Usually Mystical Energy stream is ending due to the time zones. Interesting. Strong, weak, lots of milk. I just kind of have it in the middle. It's not really that. I don't know whether you can even see. You see? You see that? Can you determine the color there? Depends how I've got my camera color graded, doesn't it? I kind of am in the middle. I probably lean towards more milk than less milk if I'm going to be making a decision. But howdy. Hello, LSG. So yeah, we are. Oh, I guess we could get started with that in a sec. So let's just grab a few things out of here. This stuff was really cheap earlier, yeah. So canisters are getting pretty cheap now. These are pretty much just 50k. I wonder if that's actually... Yeah, it is still slightly cheaper to make it. That was why I started making it. I didn't make the booze generator for ages because the value in the process for making moonshine and the booze generator is in this part. It's in the water collector. Because if these, even now, if these are 133 and water filters... Oops. And water filters are still... let's have a look. 117. I mean, that's really not that bad, to be fair. That's really not that bad because you get more than one super water out of... Well, they're not called super water anymore. You get more than one super water out of a water filter. I can't remember exactly how long it takes. You could probably go and check, actually. So if you've got it on... What's this? On 31 left. It's got 2 hours. This takes 51 minutes. And we're 79% of the way through. Yeah, I can't work that out in my head. But anyway, it's like 2/3 or something. And it gets better as your management skills level up, so... How would you feel if Tarkov's audio is similar to that of Hunt? I mean, I wouldn't mind. I don't really care, honestly. I just want it to work. I don't care. I just want it to work. Is that too much to ask? I wouldn't mind. I mean, I think BSG want to push for more realism than the player base do, in my mind. If it was simpler and easier to do a simpler and easier approach, I think that most people would be on board with that, I can imagine. Just because of the apparent difficulty with actually making what they want to do work. But I mean, this is the thing about BSG, and this is why when people say like BSG don't care or whatever, I always think that that's just very disingenuous, because I think BSG do care. They just don't know how to do the things they want to do, which is, I mean, yeah, it's its own problem. But something like let's say the malfunction system, right? Like malfunction system was really not needed at all. Nobody was asking for it. They just wanted to do it because it's their vision for the game, and so they put it in. And it's like meticulously crafted. You know, they've got, each gun has its own unique set of malfunctions, jam and weapon clearances. No one asked for this. They just did it. Are you done with Longline? I'm actually not. I've got 5 kills to do. But I think for the moment, maybe we'll come back to this a little bit later. I just keep, every time I sort of get close-ish to it, I just end up, well, like we get a couple of kills and then we move on. That's kind of the thing. And then I come back to it every now and then. Like we came back to it because we had a little pause in the Lightkeeper stuff. I just get rid of these find and raid things so that you can stack ammo correctly. I mean, we need to choose a gun as well. I don't know what we're going to choose yet. Single Nomex Balaclava, fantastic. Maybe we'll start using some of the equipment out of our insurance. Probably a good idea. This is mutant territory, or RD. Maybe we'll use the RD a bit more. I don't know. I'm not sure whether we're going to use the RD more. I kind of want to try out the SA-58, but I just think it's bad. So what we're going to do now, right, now that we're all sorted. So we've got this new quest. Working with BSR, yeah. BG went with players want, will become Counter-Strike relating. Well, it depends which players you talk about, though. It depends on which players you talk to. Can't say shit about BSG. You can say shit about BSG, but you can't say they don't have a vision. Exactly. Hello. Oh, lots of new people. Let me just scroll up on here for a sec. Einban, hello, man. It all comes up in kanji, so, or, is that, actually, that's, I'm not sure which script that is. I thought it was Japanese for a second, but it's not. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. I missed yesterday. I got the news about the new audio. How's it been so far? It's been all right. It's a bit strange in some places, but it's going to take some getting used to. Oi, nerf gunner. Don't want to get so far into the game. Next work, I have to do long line. Oh, I hate interchange. It is painful. And do what they want to do. It's impossible to optimize, so it works on realistic hardware. Maybe. So what we're up to now, we waited around and got the last few things that we needed for this. So Key to the Tower appears after 24 hours from completing assessment. And yesterday we went to go and find an insulating tape because we needed this. We were doing this on interchange whilst completing long line. So we needed to get that one. And we needed to find a working LCD, which we did. And we also needed to craft 2 MCBs, which we did. We had a spare CUFDM radio just lying around. And I've got loads of plexiglass because I think I was using this for... Well, the idea was to use it more for LSH Z2DTM, but I kind of like, because of the audio on it, I've stopped using it a bit. So now we just need to do this one, this part, which is the last piece for this guy, which is obtain the radio transmitter body. Now I'm going to have to go and like look this up. And we're going to try and do it as I usually do, outside of the water treatment facility, if possible, because I don't really like going into water treatment. But there's a few different places this could be. There's like sunken building at the shore, tennis courts, the Black Southern Chalet, like all this kind of stuff. So we'll just go into a raid. We'll slowly work through the list and we'll figure it out together. Hello, I'm new at least to your channel. Hello. Kalfi. Is the new audio a definite improvement? It is on Interchange. So we were playing Interchange yesterday, and it was definitely a big improvement there. It's a bit weird because it's kind of the audio change on Interchange being good is kind of then compounded with the fact that they also changed the audio system for headsets. So that's what makes it a little bit complicated because they kind of did two things together at the same time, which is a little weird. It makes it slightly more complicated to figure out what's good and what's not. But the audio on Interchange is definitely better. I think Reserve is also better in certain locations. But yeah, it's a bit confusing to know whether it's overall a good thing for headsets, because the headsets do sound weird now. I don't know. It's like, they sound pretty good though, in general, I would say. I don't know. It's complicated. It's complicated. Right, let's assemble this to this stage. We're actually gonna go flashlights now, because everyone's using them, and every time you come up against somebody who's using one, then oftentimes you just end up dying, which is like really annoying. So that's why I like doing that, and then I like doing modding, and then it shows me precisely what scopes I have available. So I think we will go probably, maybe we'll just go for like a razor. That's probably sensible. And then I've got two more, I've got a couple of mags up here. A couple of magazinis. So we shall go with, oh, we need our PS, don't we? A linker to search and some ammunition. Yes, yeah. So we're going to just buy ourselves 120. I normally just like keep a stack with me when we go into raid. I am stacking this because I crafted some more overnight, but like you don't get very much. So I'm going to run out of BP if I don't kind of stack the stuff. I do have other bullets though. I have M61 and things like that, so we can change up guns at some stage, but just easier if you have a bit more flexibility. Oh, we have to go and buy ourselves a new MS kit. Let's go do that. What about the FPS hit? Couldn't play Lighthouse at all. The second update. Did it get better now at all, or was the performance hit part of the technology? You mean like from the other day, or? I haven't played Lighthouse since the update. I mean, we'll see. Maybe it'll balk my computer. I don't know. Like, my system is set quite carefully. I've got it in quite a particular format so that I can play. Oh, we'll go. Actually, is that too heavy? What's too heavy about this loadout? Maybe it's the tricep. Yeah, tricep's quite heavy. Maybe we just use Meldonin. Meldonin should fix the problem, I think. Let's see, because how heavy are we? Yeah, it's... Oh my god. Stop. Wait, what was it? What's happening here? I managed to, like, open up something else. Yeah, okay. So it's like, we're pretty close to the edge. We'll just go Meldonin, I think. Right. Sorry, I got completely sidetracked then. Can't believe Prototols are so much money. It's outrageous. People complaining about FPS. So Interchange for me, I had some stutters yesterday. That definitely did happen. It was worth wearing the glasses. Get Condor. No drum mag? Nah, we won't go drum mag this time. I do like the drum, but... So where are we going to go to start with? Go kind of evening time. Wowie, it's expensive. It's expensive. Really don't think their vision for the audio is even possible in a realistic point of view. Maybe. I don't know why they don't just do something a bit easier. Point of interest, obtaining the transmitter body subtask is separated into two. Obtaining and handing over. I assume it's a quest, not a loot one. It only appears if you're on the quest, so I think it probably goes into your quest inventory, I think. Audio interchange is so bad. Multiple instances of people's footsteps not making any noise when inside the room next to you. I did have some like close-up audio where I couldn't hear people. I don't know. I think the hearing distance is too far. I'm not sure. It's too random right now. I really don't know. It only appears in your head if you're active, exactly. Love the vids, keep it up, thanks, Almonds. Pocket watch of 20 spawns, indeed. Hello. Hello, Goofy. Yeah, people went on. Different floors have multiple instances of people with 0 footsteps. Oh yeah, you just said that, yeah. Yeah, I had some weird audio yesterday, but I don't know whether that was because I was using the RAC headset. The RAC headset did not work for me at all. I just didn't like the sound, it was just bad. What do you get for doing this task anyway? You get the next part of Lightkeeper. So I want to be able to... What I want to do is I want to get to the point... I don't care about doing Lightkeeper's tasks because you don't get anything for that. I want to be able to get onto the Lightkeeper island. That's what I want. That's where I'm, like, happy. Do you know what I mean? And you don't need these for Kappa. These aren't Kappa quests. These are Lightkeeper quests. Got some time to play and finish the assessment 1 and 2. Nice! Now I've got to play Labs. Labs is fun. Labs is fun. Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Stanchion and Hamburger. Right, let me press the button for the Twitchers. But yeah, I like the old labs a bit. Maybe I don't know what we're going to do. Like, I want to test out some more stuff in a more freestyle way. I'm interested in finishing Lightkeeper and getting onto the island, as you say, Probe. But once I finish getting to meet him, I'm not that interested in actually doing his stuff. Because, yeah, you don't really get anything. So, is Longline done? Not quite. I've got 5 more kills. So, what we'll probably do... This is sort of the rough plan. We're gonna tick along to try and get to Lightkeeper. Once we get to Lightkeeper, then we're going to start doing some other stuff and check out some different guns and some new builds and random stuff and like some old meta things. We'll try out like the 366 APM ammo in like the VPO 209, stuff like that. Like we're going to try like some random stuff. Maybe we play some more labs. Like, you know, end of wipe stuff, shenanigans. Maybe we do a bit more leg meta. I want to like try like a few random things. Like leg meta I've done a few times. Everyone knows the deal with leg meta. You just basically take the 45 vector. I think it's probably the best. Either that or the P90. How did you get your SJ9s? I just literally scavved. But yeah, we do need to get on with finishing the last 5 kills for Longline. But I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing Kappa, so Longline doesn't make any difference. It unlocks the new terrible barter for the CPC. Like, it used to matter before when the CPC was really good and really cheap. It's really expensive now because moonshines are expensive. It's come down a bit because moonshines are not as expensive as they were. But at the end of the day, it's like... And it's nowhere near as good value as it was. Like, it's still a good rig, but it's stomach only. It's thorax only, so... I don't know, man. It's a tricky one. PSG would be testing around the dialogue system. Yeah, exactly. But I just wish that they'd brought in the actual, like, in-raid trading system. Because that's what they said it was going to be. And even the guys who, like, speed ran the Lightkeeper quests and got up to him first and then finished all his quests, there wasn't anything else. Which I think, honestly, I think it was a bit sad. It was a bit sad. Yeah, so we have to go... We're probably going to try and start... So we'll do the sunken building one first because it's just easy. There's 10 spawns in the water treatment. And 10 spawns outside water treatment. So we'll just see. Finally the VPO. What are you most excited about the next wipe? Things working better. Like trying to fix desync, changes to vaulting, changes to the UI system to mean that there's less clicks, stuff like that. Like, and there's, I don't know. I'm excited also in a more general sort of nebulous kind of way to see what they do to the various systems in the game to try to make the game like, I don't know, more like what they want rather than what it is right now. I'm interested to see what they put through. Is this late into a wipe? It is pretty late. Like, we are now in month 5, or we've probably actually finished month 5. We're into month 6. When did we wipe? Was it Jan? We're like into the closing section of a wipe, really. Like, I would, if we wiped in 4 weeks, the community and the player base probably wouldn't be surprised, I would say, if it was a... Like, some people were saying we could wipe as early as the end of this month, right? Obviously, that didn't happen. So it's anybody's guess. I mean, I don't think it'll happen before the end of June, but I think July is probably most likely, like mid-July. It could be later, it could be earlier, who knows. But we're into that period now. How come you don't fancy going for Kappa? Because there's too many annoying quests that you have to do that I don't like. Things like Shooterborn in Heaven. They removed the requirement for doing capturing outposts, so that made it a bit better. Because I wasn't going to do that quest. But I've just done Shooterborn until I don't think I've ever spawned down here. That's hilarious. I haven't been in here since like when Lighthouse actually was entered into the game. That's nuts. So yeah, that's the stuff that I'm excited about. I want that stuff to come because I just think the game will really suffer without it. And then yeah, any changes that they do to the economy in the game and that kind of stuff is what I like, because I like figuring out new systems. And I like trying to like understand how the game's changed, like what to do now, like what's the new like meta stuff and whatever. Like yeah, it's been so long since I've been in here. It feels like quite a nasty place to spawn though, because it's just like people kind of all around you, which is bad. Holiday link for the moonshine. Not going to make the gambling box. I mean, I used it a lot at the beginning, and then I just ended up using it for getting the thick items cases in the end. That's what I use moonshine for. I swapped over. Once I'd done enough of the quests that I didn't need to use moonshine anymore. Like samples, the... what do you call it? There's samples, there's the one with the tank battery. Once I'd done all of those guys... Oh yeah, we should take this mill down. Let's see if this takes us underway. It'll be interesting to see. It does, look at that. We are now underway. Stuck on. I'm vibrating between a tree and something else. Okay, let's just do the run of danger. Run across. So we get loadout. We'll get loadout presets, yeah. Guns for the financially broken. They're always funny. They're always entertaining. Especially if you can make something like min-max meta that actually functions properly. Wipe was 29th the deck. Okay. So yeah, we're basically on 5 months, right? Middle ground between the new engine bugs and actually making quality of life changes. That's the thing. But if you look at the roadmap, that's kind of what they're doing. I feel like it's okay. So, sunken building at the shores. It's inside somewhere. Go and have a look. How's dog tags looking now? Well, they've just reduced. I don't think they've made them cost more. They've just stopped the bug, haven't they? They were bugged so that you couldn't sell them, even if... So if somebody was playing... Like, they basically made it so that if you were playing in the same group as somebody else, that you couldn't sell... You could only sell them for one. Something like that. Right, so where is the spawn? But then they seem to accidentally make it so that anybody who was playing in a group... It meant that the dog tags all sold for one, even if you'd killed them and they weren't part of your group. Is that right? Have a look. It says, oh yeah, okay. So it's on the ground by this. So it would be there if it was on this one. Beefy Ratmeister. Hello, dude. Yes, you added me yesterday. Hey, it wasn't cheating. It was teamwork. I had a teammate sitting in the corner, listening while I was hiding dead teammates' gear, running back and forth to power. I was on my way back from power, sitting behind the containers, repacking mags. I heard metal, most likely forklift, and then I saw you. Yes. See, I didn't know. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell whether it was legit or not. Thank you for coming and confirming there, dude. I appreciate that. I wasn't sure. I was like, it could be either. It could be either way. It's possible that it's somebody with ESP. It's possible that something else has happened. I just don't know. It's impossible to tell. But GG's, dude. GG's. I really thought that flank was going to get you guys. I really did. I was like, oh, come on. Come off it. I'm pleased it wasn't hacks. Where's the old Scavvy? There's Scavvy boy. Oh, he's at the front somewhere. Oh, what? You can shoot me through there, apparently. Whatever. Average, how long does it take to make a video from start to finish? It depends on the video, but a regular, normal video, I would probably say 6 to 8 hours. Probably takes me 3 hours to write the script, 3 to 4 hours to write the script, an hour to record it, and then 3 to 4 hours to do the edit. Something along those lines. Some are more, some are less. Okay, he hardly damaged our thing. So we need to go up to the top now. Which one do we want to go to? I guess we could go around or we could go straight across. Let's try and go like up this way because that's going to shortcut it very slightly. We're going to have to go and find some food as well. Yeah. It's not too critical yet. Just because Moldonin just tanks your energy and your hydration. June 29th, last one. How's the audio feel? Weird, but we've got to get used to it, I think. Possible to use the green flare to bait II scavs at co-op extracts? I don't think so. Because I think it's only a very, very small radius. Don't think they get attracted. Can I get some tips for gear and loadout to Punisher 4? The RFB is a good gun if you can get access to some decent ammo. BCP, FMJ is okay, but if you can have any of the others, M80, M62, M61, then that's great. If you don't have those, then maybe pick something else. What else works? You just need to... It's the Scav Vest one, right? So you just need something that fits in You need something that fits in the scav vest nicely and is going to play ball. I did it using the MP7 with 20 rounders, but that's not... I did that much earlier in the wipe, so it's less good now. SVD? I mean, I know that it's a Punisher 6 thing. You could get some practice in for Punisher 6. SVD with 10 rounders is okay. Or like even 120. Because you kind of want something DMR-y, really. That's the optimal thing, I think. Oh, actually, we need to go to the tennis court. Yes, we just need to go like underneath. What's today's objective? Today's objective is we're trying to find the radio transmitter for Lightkeeper. The little doodad that lets you actually access the Lightkeeper island. That's what we're doing. We're on to Key to the Tower is the quest's name. 70 scav headshots on Shoreline weekly. Oh my god. That sounds awful. Nice scav's absolutely raw-dogging me. They are annoying sometimes, yeah. Big lag on Interchange. Yeah, I was freezing a lot yesterday. Any tips on Shooter on Heaven Reserve? You basically, it's really hard. I'm not even bothering to try. I don't know. Any words of wisdom someone who's learning video editing? Save anything that you do that you are going to use multiple times as a template. And so you can just copy paste. Like, learn how to copy paste effects onto other things. So that you're not, like, duplicating work over and over again. That's a really strong thing, I would say. It's really, really powerful to do that. SJ12 for energy and dehydration. It's good. That's why I keep one around, just in case. Right, we need to figure out... So where is this going to be then? So the next one. So spawn at the tennis court. Next to the dead scav, it looks like. Okay. Using the SVD. The thing about the SVD is that 54R is one of the very few calibers these days that you can actually just get good bullets for without having to be like Omega leveled, which is a big advantage. And then the SVD semi-auto, so it's like there's not really many choices that come close in terms of like access at an early level. It's actually very loud down here. If you're in there, you can be heard down here, which is a bit awkward. So the transmitter can be here, apparently. It is not. DMO superiority for Shoreline. It works outside. Again, you might struggle a little bit just to find enough people. Late wipe Shoreline can be empty outside. You're not going into the resort. That's useful. We're just going to take our time here because we're just looking for an item, so it's all right. Excited for a wipe, but it does mean Shoreline again. I don't mind Shoreline on a wipe. It's okay. It's just if you can't find anybody, it's just kind of boring, and you need to do the PvP quests. That's sort of the issue. Did Punisher 4 with the Flit M1A and an alternate and a Slick with Ragman quest? That's nuts. Reserve Shield 1 counter snipe Dome. I just find not enough people go up to Dome to actually make that work. It can, but I rarely see anybody up in Dome. People just not even bother going outside. People are just like thunderdoming downstairs. Crazy. Have a little look around. Some junk. AP, 45 AP. I mean, that's technically good. It's only 25 bullets. Hardly used that this wipe, to be fair. Because you have to craft it now. Okay, so it could have been in that one. So where's the next one? Black... Oh, God. Black Chalet. So that is on the first floor under the triangular coffee table next to the fireplace. Okay. On the first floor. Okay, behind the table. Yeah, between the dining table and the laptops. Okay, and then the first floor on top of the... Okay, so, alright. I think I know where all those spawns are. Did we hear anybody? I'm not actually sure. Did you get your SJ9s? I got my SJ9s literally on Scav. I got them on... They spawned in on my Scav when I loaded in. Is 54 RPS enough? It actually probably is. Because 54 RPS does ridiculous amounts of armor damage. And so... That's like kind of scuffed. Did you hear? There's like a hard cut off in my right ear there. Super odd.
Кто так воюет-то? Так только дебилы воюют.
I'm guessing he's just up on that balcony there. I don't know. I don't really like the idea of fighting up here. Can't tell if he's inside or outside. Sounds like he's right there. There's actually two of them. One fell. That was a weird voice line. What if I can just use this without dying? Oh, that was unexpected. I don't know where they were. Maybe that was somebody else. They sounded like they were both in the thing. Maybe one was on the roof or something. Not sure. Scared me too. I had a weird jump scare there. Can't buy the RD704 till later. No, it's Mechanic 4. An idea what the technical server update is. The only thing that they said was that they fixed something to do with the dog tags. Because the issue was that previously, if somebody was playing in a group, it looked like, well, this is my understanding of what I read from the announcement. So they said fixed incorrect display of players' dog tags who played in a group when selling to traders. Now, we know that basically they changed it so that if you were in a group, SMB, that was the SVD guy. If you were in a group with somebody else and you got their dog tag, it will only sell for one to the traders and not be funny raid. But what was happening is that you were getting other people's dog tags and they were still only selling for one, even though they weren't in your group. So what I assume happened is that anybody who was in a group was selling for one, even if you got it and it wasn't from your group. Do you know what I mean? On the roof of the safe house. It could have been, yeah. During the stream, 3 seconds later, you get my head eyes to feel responsible. It is pretty nuts. That was unfortunate. He was on the left roof. He must have been there before, I guess, right? Because like maybe it was another player. Because we heard the SVD guy before, and like, there was another guy on the right. Would he have had time to like run back and jump up on there to pre-position? Maybe he was already there. I feel like he might have been. Glad I'm not the only one who gets IRL jumped and gets sniped out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, normally it doesn't happen, but I was really surprised by that. Usually, you know, kind of like, I was expected to have a fight with two guys around the chalet, like in the chalet bit. I thought where I thought they might be was like in the central section, might be trying to peek through the windows. The guy on the right-hand side from where we were before might have been like around the outside, like right lean peeking around, because they heard me run up, right? So I was like, maybe they'll be over there. Apparently not. Afternoon. Yes, I'm doing good, Alex. Hey, Mechanic 3, I like the RD. Hopefully get there before it wipes. I got lots in the Moonshine scav case. I was running that a lot. Someone new to check that spot. Roof of the small building. I think so. Roof on the... It was on the left. Roof standing up. Just watched it back. Blended right in. Time between two PMCs. Just had a random scav inside. Could have been. People that play a lot and know all the cheeky spots. Yeah, that's for sure. Especially on the maps. Like, some people just play and main one map. I play all the maps. So I feel like I'm not really a master of like any individual map. Like, people ask me about what my favorite map is. But now I actually find it quite hard to answer. It's just difficult because... I play the maps kind of in it depends on what I'm doing, right? So like right now I've been playing a lot of Lighthouse and a lot of Interchange, which are not typically two of my favorite maps, but I've actually been having fun on both of them. I've not played customs for ages. Let's just go and see if we can hunt PMC real quick. We hear shots this way, so let's just go that way. Beautiful Toz with the nipple sight. Can't think of anything better. Ow. You pain in the ass. Shot on my leg. Come back. Did he disappear? I'm not sure. Actually, did I have more than the two shot shell magazines there? Did I have the 4-shot ones? I thought I had the 2-shot ones. But maybe I had 4. I just had a second thought. Drippy scav with a full kitted toss. Yep. Can't get on the roof of the big building. No, I don't think so. Only the small one. Every wipe I improve all the maps. It's basically it. What's your least favourite? It was Interchange. I'm not sure anymore. Like, genuinely, I don't even know. Because Interchange is so much better with the lighting. It makes such a difference to me. There we go. I play whatever map I'm doing quests on. Yeah, because I basically played Interchange and Lighthouse for like all of this month. I played Labs for a month and really enjoyed that. And this is the thing, like right now, I haven't played much customs. And when I'm going to customs, I'm usually doing it for stupid reasons. So I tend not to do very well on customs right now. And like lots of other people use customs as kind of like the PvP map. So it's a bit of an interesting one. Right, okay. I think so. These are 55 max. This is not a very good gun. I think what we're going to do... you know what? We might even just do something even more scuffed. I've been need to get rid of this for ages. Let's go MP7. Just because I've had this kit lying around in my stash for a million years. And I just need to get rid of it. So let's do this. I don't know. I had this preset kit. Like it's always a mistake, it seems, to pre-make kits and then leave them in bags. Unless you are actually genuinely going to use it like in a moment. Otherwise, you just end up wasting so much space inventory. Like it's just a real pain. Oh, we got a random labs access card. Nice. So I guess we need a new splint. Put one in there. Still got a golden star usage. Oh yeah, because we basically ate all our injectors. Good job we didn't need them. We ate all of our injectors in the previous raid. We had this interchange raid that was absolutely insane. And we used almost everything. So we used for Propitol, we used that. I've got AHF1 I used for the bleed. And then there was SJ6 that I wanted to get. So let's do our 1 day barter for the SJ6. Swiper learns streets really well and labs a lot better, but still ways to go. I really want to play more streets. I always say this, and I do. I do want to play more streets. I have a quest on labs. I also find myself wanting to do weeklies and that kind of thing, but because I'm like doing something specific, I end up not bothering. There we go. We're fully stocked again now. Good, 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 good. Now, can we wear a random helmet? Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I might not even wear a bag, honestly. Now, we're not really looting. We're not going for loot. We're going for other stuff. So I think we'll just go like this. Get rid of these, and then we'll take our FMJs. And we'll just go close range. If we end up going into the road camp, we're going to have a bad time, but it's fine. We'll make it work. I'm not concerned. Lapow, pack of sugar. Here we go. So this was the new min-max eating technique that we were looking at the other day, where you eat the sugar, use that, because I'm using it to craft moonshine anyway. And then you use your water. That you then use in this craft to make the whiskies. I'm not sure if we've got... Are we down to 1? No, not yet. So you use that to make the whiskies. And then with Therapist, you take the moonshines and the whiskies and then some vodkas. And then you get yourself thick case. And you just slowly work into it over time. It's quite a nice way of doing it. This is also just free money. These ones. These Ash 12s for vodkas. As long as you buy your vodkas at a cheap price. This is actually less free money. It's like 60k. It's probably still worth it. Yeah, 14 plus 50. That's 65. And that sells to mechanic for 80. So, free cash, why not? What got finished in here? Like this. I just swapped between these just to get some extra XP. Like, I don't think it's necessarily that good. This is nearly done. Grab that. Craft this. See, I do a lot of back and forth crafting, and my skill is still only 32. And 32 hideout management. It's not even that high. Funny, really. Do I have an air filter anywhere? No. I think I must have just left it in. Filter. Reserve scav is a favourite. I just tried to go to the to factory because it's quick when I'm playing scav. Right. Lighthouse, let's do it. We've just got a flashlight on here. Let's actually make it into a... Sorry, a laser. Let's make it into an actual flashlight. Rightio. Cool. Hearing you say this when I just finished your gear videos a while ago is just amazing. Custom's good for PvP because it's so choky. It's true. Load you with this helmet? Oh, I'll be alright. These things are amazing. I like this helmet a lot. 2200 hours? My first PC game? That's nuts, dude. Repeat that to someone who never played Tarkov. What did I say precisely? Side hustles, exactly. Fleecing Prapor. Eat this amount, then drink, and then craft this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, use the sugar to eat between raids. Use the water to drink between raids. Use the water to craft whiskey. Use the sugar to craft moonshine. Use the water. Use the moonshine and the whiskey, along with cheap vodkas from the flea market at under 25k to get yourself thick items cases. It's nice. I like the way that you just work into it. I don't really enjoy buying Ledexes off the flea. I like crafting the stuff. It just feels better. With trades like these, we need that not for resale tag. But I can sell it back to the trader. Not for resales for the flea. I know what you mean, though. Did you see Tweak responded to my video? I thought it was cool. He actually agreed with almost everything that I said, except for the potential of people spawning in to sell stuff to each other to put on the flea market. I was thinking about an extension, like another video, which is different. It's about like the trader loot. I keep talking about it, but trader loot versus in-raid loot. I think it's going to make a big difference. I've been playing DayZ recently off stream, and it's been giving me, I don't know, it's just making me think about the structure of the game a little bit more. It's like focus my mind a bit, because DayZ kind of works in the most hardcore way, because the game's structured in a completely different fashion. And it's interesting because you kind of get ideas about like the way that we're going in Tarkov. Like we are making things, because in EFT, right, like stuff kind of lasts forever. Like, yeah, you now have durability, and then we're gonna have durability suppressors. But in DayZ, like nothing lasts forever. You always have to be on the search trying to find stuff. You can't just buy anything because you have to go and grab everything from the raid. And I think in Tarkov we could get a little bit more of that in the game. But it's interesting. We had that factory raid the other day where I was trying to get the Tagilla helmets out because like you just can't buy class 5 face protection. It's just not possible to buy. You have to find it in raid. And that means that you do actually get those moments of like, oh, I need to get up with these things. Like I would really love to be able to use the Tagilla face mask in other raids. They're really, really awesome. And I think that there's something to that. I really do. I need to, need to distill it down a bit more, but I was so bad at first. To be honest, so was I. Everyone was very bad at Tarkov when they first started. They punished you for with a slingshot AKM. Swapping the 30 round, the mags around the rig in the backpack. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, so long as you have like, if you 230 rounds is okay. You know what actually is a really good idea? I've just thought about this, by the way. What's a really good idea for Punisher Part 4 is AK-74. Because you can buy 60 rounders cheap off the fleet. And you can just have 2 boxes of 60 rounders and they're 2x1. So you have one in the gun and one in the scab vest. That's all you need. In the podcast, now that when things are a bit slow, many chads taking a break from the game, talking lots of negativity, it would be unique and interesting if you'd have an interview with a new player and maybe casuals that enjoy the game and hit a view on all things like flea market limitations, PvP, inertia, all of that. Often podcasts talk about how casuals are effective. We never hear their own words whilst talking to you guys. This is true. I do try to keep abreast of what people say. You know, I get lots of casual people commenting on my videos, so I read a lot of what people say. But I hear you. It's trying to find somebody who's going to be eloquent and verbose enough to talk it through. But like, it would be, that's not a terrible idea, for sure. You see, you get yourself stumbling on the words? Yeah. I haven't done the latest task which Tarkov forced you to wear and use specific guns like the UN gear or shotgun or scavfest. I'm not getting those as much now, and I like those challenges. Those have got like a real love-hate relationship. Because some people don't like being forced and like being able to choose what to do. Like you kind of take some player agency away by forcing people to use certain weapons and stuff. Actually, this is the wrong chalet. We could go to this chalet, but I'm not sure what the spawns are in here. Should we have a quick look? Let's have a look. Northern chalet on the first floor on top of the fireplace. Have a look. I don't know this chalet very well because it's not really one for vertexes and high tier loot. So let's go and just figure it out. Up on the corner. Okay, it's not there. Where else could it be? On the first floor in the dining area. Is this American first floor? I guess it is, yeah. American first floor. Which bit's this? Let's have a look at the thing. It's next to the shelf. Is it this? Oh yeah, the big sofa. And next to the sofa, looking this way, it can be in here? Supposedly? We're going to get ourselves killed doing this. Okay, it's maybe in the box. On the second floor, in the northwestern bedroom. North would be behind me. That should be this way. North and then west is that side. Is this northwest? This one? And there's a safe. It could be there. It is indeed there. Right, well, we found it. Now we need to leave without dying. Now, I probably don't want to go out the front, do I? Question, which best way to go? I'm guessing all the way along to Southern Road? Maybe, although I could go up that way to past the shoreline. Okay, guys, that's to your chat response skill. Thank you, man. I do try. 8 quests to make me use a specific loadout? Yeah, some people do think that. What you do is perfect for me. Someone has a video on this in YouTube. Yeah, but then it means I have to watch a YouTube video. It's wrong that I don't actively search for firefights. Nope. It's okay. Can you do equip it in special slot? I guess it's in here. Ah! Yeah, it's up there. It's a actual quest item. So who's running over that side? Okay, we're actually gonna go this way. Actually, no. Let's go Southern Road. I think we're less likely to run into people this way. We still could, obviously. It's Tarkov after all. But I think we're less likely. The Scav Assistance Unit, what is that? Any use starting out, will there be Giga Chads on every map? Nah, it's definitely worth starting out now, Xenonic. It's definitely worth starting now because you don't want to start next wipe not knowing what you're doing. Also, trying to do your quests now is a lot easier because people aren't going to those quest hotspots. Like at the beginning of next wipe, every man and his dog's going to be going for the same quests. Unless they dramatically change the quest system, which I think is unlikely. So you're better off starting now. No paracord? Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to cross over there because I'm kind of like south. Look at some freaking ball floating around. Bring the dollar, never look back. So I got assessment part 2. Need to kill 20 PMCs in a lighthouse area, but never anyone there. Go to chalets. Go to this chalet. Tons of people in that chalet. You can now kill players. They changed it for the area, so you can kill players anywhere south of the bridges into the yeah, anywhere south of the bridges into the water treatment plant. You can kill players anywhere there, and they all count now, which is fabulous. It makes the quest a lot easier. It made the quest actually fun. I thought. Oof. I thought the quad bike was a person for some reason. Why you no run? I didn't want to be heard by people in chalet and then get hunted down like a dog. That was kind of the reason. I'm running now though, because I'm in the open. It feels dangerous. What's your opinion on people being constantly negative about the game? Or is it positive changes? People in the comments complaining it's not enough, fixing everything. I mean, that's like every gaming community ever. Yeah, as it was ever thus. You know, that's kind of whatevs. No surprise, right? It's just gaming. And the Tarkov community... Also, I would say BSG have used up quite a lot. Like, that's always gaming, for one. BSG has also used up quite a lot of their like social credit with the updates and the changes that they've put through. There's only so many times you can say that you've fixed a bug and then it's not fixed. And people are kind of fed up with that, to be perfectly honest with you, which is also fair enough. But yeah, I mean, people like to be negative. Also, it does help some people being negative. Like, people thrive off negativity. It's if you're trying to, like, you know, create content and stuff, like, it's very tempting to be negative because people tend to I don't need to. Doesn't really have the concept of finding raid, does it? Because it's a quest item. But anyway, I don't think being negative about the game is constructive, really. You can be constructive, like constructively critical, like I was in my vid. But just being negative about the game, like, what's the point? And especially if you're, like, the thing is, if you're playing the game and you're negative about it, well, you're just going to make yourself feel bad. If you're negative about the game and you're not playing it, then it's just like, well, you're not even playing it, so just let people enjoy just let people enjoy the game, shut up. Which headset's trick the best? I don't know yet. I haven't tried the XLs. People say they're really good. I kind of don't mind GSSHs, honestly. But I'm a bit of a masochist. Start my quest I have on streets, no one is there. Huh. Much better to start late wipe. I agree. Like, it'll be hard fighting against chats, but the raids have less people in them, so when you do come up against somebody, it can be hard, but when you do win, they also won't take your stuff, so your insurance will work almost every single time, which is a huge plus. I do look for firefights to complete the quest, but if I were just playing to burn some time, I'd rather not. I mean, that's fine. I like the fact that people can play in different ways. Only PMC sees me, it's unavoidable. That's true. It's just kind of how it goes, right? Now, did you get this item back right away when you turn it in? Let's have a look. So, that was actually a bit quicker than I thought it was going to be. I think the next one is another 24 hours. Which is a little bit annoying. So the next one is called Knock Knock. And you have to take the transmitter, because I think he's got to work on it. I think this is the problem. He's got to go and work on it. We have everything we need. That's good. Yeah, because he basically says, good and bad news. Which one should I start with? I'll start with the good news. We've proven our potential. Lightkeeper is pleased with us and wants to meet us in person. Yes, you specifically. The bad news is you can't get to him that easily. The place is rigged with landmines, plus a sniper shoots anyone who comes near the lighthouse. We must somehow let them know that it's you among all the other PMCs that are sniffing around. We'll put together a transponder. He will pick up the signal, give a sign to the sniper, disable the mines. The path will be safe. I've already written down what materials I need to assemble it. Finding the transmitter box won't be easy, although it actually was quite easy. But I think you could, but that's because we've got the wiki. Can you imagine otherwise? Like, he literally says, I think you could try looking somewhere the USECs have settled down. Like, it doesn't even say go to the road camp. It's madness. All right, we have everything we need. That's good. So now he's going to have to put it together, and it's going to take 24 hours again. Well, great. And then the next one's, yeah, so the next one is called Knock Knock. And it will say, I solemnly present you with an assembled transponder. Did you hear how Peacekeeper tried contacting him? He's been pushing for a meeting and he's got turned away. He even paid someone for a pass, but it's a worthless piece of paper. You're personally invited. How cool is that? Say hello to Lightkeeper. So it says, like, check if the transponder works, survive and extract from location. And then the text says, like, what do you mean it didn't work? What I make with my bare hands always works. Are you sure you had it on you? Oh, well, I don't know what to say. And then there's getting acquainted, where you have to go and find a flash drive and, like, flash the transponder with a thing. That's kind of like where we're getting to. And then from that one, you go and flash the doodad, and then you visit the lighthouse building with it flashed. And then it should work. So we're actually really close. Like, the next stream we do, I guess it'll be Thursday now at this point, we'll probably, or hopefully be able to do it and get that quest done. So we're one step closer, but we're only an hour in and we've already hit another 24-hour gate, which is kind of annoying. But yeah. I think Street is such a good map with evenly spread points of interest. I think it's cool as well, I agree. I guess it's time for more Interchange, I suppose. Should we go back to Interchange again? Try and finish Longline. So let's do a quick one on Longline. Let's just see if we can make that work. I guess we probably should take a bag if we're going to Interchange. We'll take a small one. Tri-zip or something. Still underweight because the MP7 weighs so little. 3.4 kilos whilst loaded. It means you can wear like a heavy bag. Yeah, I think it's quite good actually. The MP7 is good for that. You can wear loads of equipment. I wonder if there's a loadout that works with the Zabralo that you can just be underweight still and use the Zabralo. Because the Zabralo is actually like kind of busted in just how good it is. But still nobody uses it. I've still not seen many people using it. Or at least, that could be... Yeah, it could be a bias, right? Like, maybe I've never seen anybody using it because everybody who was using it killed me. It's a possibility. Okay, so let's go and buy another SJ6, I think. I'm going to buy one from the market. Oh, come on. Come on. Ah, we got... Oh, we can barter for another one. Okay, let's see that. It just rolled over. SJ6. Perfect. Good stuff. 8-9, 8-9. Put it on 8. Slightly more reachable. Howdy, Pain. Oh, you got your tourniquet and med binded to the same button? I do. What's this? Release press, slot 4, slot 5, bound to 5, release and press. So what you do is you set it up by you hold down 5 here. So what you do, so that I've unbound it there. So you press and hold 5, and then you drag your mouse over, and then you let go of 5. And now it'll do it in the right order. If you get heavy bleed, it'll use this. If you have a light bleed or just health to fix, it'll use this. And you have to press 1 key to heal. I think it's great. I love it doing it that way. It's by far my favorite. We're going to buy some condors, I think, again. Oh, you can get them for a diary. Who knew? I've not got ears on this thing. Let's go. Interchange. Yo, good morning. Hello, Payne. Hello, Capcuro. Where's the best place to find CFDM? It is Lighthouse, I think. People say streets as well around Check 15, but there's lots of PvP there. There's lots of PvP in Lighthouse chalets as well. I have a video about CFDM, about how I found them. I'm not an expert. I didn't do the full loot runs. I didn't go into the road camp. If you want to see how I did it, there's a video on my channel about finding Vertex and CFDM. That was my experience of trying to find those items. I didn't do a loot guide for it because I'm not an expert loot runner of those maps. So, what does unlocking Lightkeeper actually give you? It gives you access to the island, which you can just make like bonkers money. Not that it really matters, but just kind of interesting. Couldn't play all weekend, I had a bought a game every time. That sucks. Lots of people having that though. There were some problems, I think. You have 2 fuses in your rig? Oh, whoops. Did I insure them? Been to the lighthouse yet? Never tried because the wiki shows a lot of mines in the way. It doesn't look like you can walk. No, you have to go and do the thing. You have to like do all the quests. We're really close. We're 2 quests away from having the working transponder so that we can walk over with the mines deactivated. Tinity Juk 6. No. The rarest armor in the game? It is. I agree with you, Bad Gambit. Which headsets do you think are the best, except for Contact 4s? Don't know yet. The community seems to think XLs as the second best, but I'm not sure. I'm trying GSSHs. I've got razors on now. I think. These are razors, right? I thought I was wearing GSSHs before. Taking grenade fuses into raid. Yeah, but I did it by accident. Shouldn't press be the heavy? It is. Is GSSH any good? They're kind of tinny and your footsteps are really loud, but I don't think they're that bad. But I didn't mind GSSHs before, so... Right, let me just press the button for Twitch. Then we'll get back into it. Into the next raid. Oops. Down here. A lot of CFDM on streets, apartment building, in the room with a knocked over chair. Which one's that? One scene that shook one by a player that blasted me. Must be a parkour path just across. They changed it so that they kill you more quickly. There used to be. Deadly Slob did it back in the day, but they actually changed the mines and how lethal they are and stuff to try and stop you. I'm not sure if you can go across anymore. And yeah, I don't think you can. Load up my game only level 7. This will be fun. I've actually got a video coming out tomorrow about low-level players and playing into the end of the wipe and like the guns that are best at killing geared people. Coming out tomorrow. It goes through basically the guns that are good at level 0, at level 15 once you have the flea, and level 20 once you have the workbench and mechanic 2. Can't believe how good the Com4s are. They are good. Best map to make money quick as a low level? Probably woods. Do woods stashes or go into village and stuff. You make money decently like that. Gain XP quickly. I wouldn't say it's a map necessarily. I think you're just better off. I think you're better off just doing quests to make money to make it XP. It's way better. Yeah, I got 2 fuses up here now. Oh, so is that to explain on streets? Is there a countdown for that video? It'll be tomorrow at 4 o'clock UK time. It's usually when I do them. I thought it'd be good. Like, some people were asking me, saying like, hey, could you make a guide for it? Like, a couple of people asked. Any chance today's technical fix updates the insane stuttering in the middle of Interchange? We will see. Let's see. Question is here, where do I want to fight if I've got an MP7? I want to fight close up. I probably want to fight like in Raz. Tech light, not so much. The other bit. What's the one? What is the name of the other building? This is going to test chat's knowledge. What's the name of the other building next to Rasmussen? It's a tech shop, but it's on the ground floor. And it's basically like full of light bulbs and stuff. What's that one called? Well, we're going to go into it in a second. Does it have a name? Tex. Is it Texo? The one just here? Oh, it is Texo. Yeah, okay. Good job. Thank you, friends. I could have just waited till we got here to see what the name is, but better to give it a little quiz. There's nothing here. What happened? Techno in Russian. It's techno, the X is really ch. Bagari. Okay. The man had perfect positioning. I didn't think he was going to be able to shoot me from there. That served me right, didn't it? 9mm PSD straight to the eyes. Well, hubris, my friends. Joined at the perfect time. We got a kill. It's okay. Long line? Yes. Nice to hear people pronounce Cyrillic letters like they're Latin. Well, I mean, with Texo at least, or Techno, you can you can almost be excused because it looks all like Latin, right? When it's actual Cyrillic characters that are unique to that character set, it's a little bit different because you know it's different. But when you read it as an English speaker or whatever, it doesn't look like it should be anything other than Texo because they're all like, they're all like Latin characters. You know what I mean? Who's paying 80k for one of these? Madness. Okay, where you position and confirmed you're sprinting. Well, yeah, I actually didn't care because I didn't think that he could lean that far, and like he was like really, really, really behind the pillar, so I didn't think that he could just like lean and pop. I don't think I even brought a grenade. Right, well, I've got another one. I've got another MP7. I'm kind of in the MP7 mood. Why can't I put that on? Is it missing the front bit? I'm like missing the... I'm somehow missing this. You can buy this, I hope. Yeah, you can. Part of him's poking out? Yeah, it was like his elbow. The very small side bit of his elbow. Right, we're going to try this Osprey. We're just kind of working through random pieces of gear. Are the contacts just useless now? Does everybody hate them now? We're going to try them again. We'll see. They did seem quite tinny, but I don't know. What else we got? So I think I've got some more. Yeah, we've got loads of MP7 30 rounders actually. We'll just use those. 1, 2. I do believe I have quite a lot of this ammo, so I think it should all be fine. I'm going to switch that to the other side. What have we got on this one? Boris. How does that look? I can never remember which way around it looks because I never buy them. Is there an online doc where I can check off found in raid and hide out items? I guess is that okay? Nah, you know what? Screw that. We're going to use Delta Point. I don't care at this point. I don't care at this point. Yeah, what's it called? There's like a Tarkov task tracker thing, but I can't remember what its name is. Flashlight got you killed there? Always the way. It's the classic, use the flashlight, it's the best. Uses the flashlight. Ends up getting shot in the eye with 9mm PST. That's always how it goes for me. I'm like really bad with the flashlight. I thought though, we'll just put it on. It's because I didn't keep it out. I should have just like had it pointed at him because I had it pointed at the floor, right? Like, it was like the worst possible situation of just being a dunce, basically. Okay. Well, he can enjoy. That's fine. What do we think? What do we guys think about adrenaline as our like carry stim? We were talking about this yesterday because everything is getting so expensive. It's how much is this? Syringes are really pricey. See, even these are 20k though. Not like they're that much better. Adrenaline does give you a little bit, but you like have a propitol in here and use adrenaline here. I mean, I don't care because of the we can buy propitols. It's really no big deal. But I'm just thinking like, what's the like the meta strategy? Yeah, this is fine. What else we got? I'll just take a little bag again. Contact 2 Enjoyer, sadly they're terrible. Yeah, I don't know, we'll see. We will see. I did have a second SJ6, didn't I? I already got another one, which is good. Alright, let's go back to Interchange. That was funny. Tac Sport's my new favourite. Contact News don't have as much range as the others, but I like how they sound. Interesting. Going from GSSH to M32 main up to the audio change. Contact 2 sounding a slight step up from the old GSSH, but below the old M32s. Tarkov tracker.io. Hey, that's good. Use the org. I'm just going to use what's in my stash, I think. Like maybe we do actually switch over to using the FAL. Secret recall changes. Not worth, doesn't last that long. I know. It lasts enough to get a golden star on, though. Has crabbing been buffed with these sound changes? Probably, because you can hear further, so you think that you know where everybody is, but in fact somebody's crouch walking, so you don't hear them at all. One nub question. Any difference in choosing between Bear and USEC? It's just the starting loadout, really. I probably think Bear is maybe a bit better, because the USEC M4s suck. And the starting MP5, I think, is not very good. The PV19 is probably slightly better. It's more controllable. It doesn't really matter. It depends on what you want to do. It doesn't matter that much. Check new logical tweet. Oh, is there actually something new? Recoil changes. During today's technical update, BSG secretly changed some recoil and ergo values for both the AUG A1 and A3. Vertical recoil 62, 52. Ergonomics 83, horizontal 200. Okay, well, the horizontal doesn't matter. 80 to 52. That's actually a big increase. That's a big change. Good. Gonna have lower vertical recoil than it does horizontal. YouTube seems to be auto-filtering a message that includes the word try hard and just sending the emoji at the end. I didn't even see it, actually. Yeah, that's true. Bear gets the flannel kit before the USEC. And B5 early wipe is okay, but like starting late wipe, I just think it's not going to be that good because the recoil is kind of too high, whereas it's lower on the PP19. So you need, like, because now you need to get a headshot. You don't need to get a headshot at the beginning of the wipe, but you do now. I reckon it's best to sell rogue loot or for low levels who don't have access to it to use the rogue loot. I don't think the rogue loot's very good. Like some of the armor's maybe okay. It depends what it is. Like the M4's almost all rubbish. So you're better off using different guns. Flashlight's actually fixed? Yes, mostly, yeah. I believe so. Ever tried the Drum Mag's SA58? I've never used it for suppressive MG fire. I've used it in factory, just running down corridors and running people over. Because that is funny. Actually, I'm just going to press the button for Twitch just before we get into this raid.
Gold, please.
Hey, Yotamite, thank you for the prime. Although you probably just got slapped with the ad before you managed to sub anyway. Refresh if you can. Seems you're adjusting prices to the traders, something you spoke about the other day. I know, I did speak about this, didn't I? And then they started doing it. And I feel proud. I don't know whether it was me. Who knows, right? It's probably a combination of things. People have been talking about lots of stuff. But this is the thing. I just wanted to put my thoughts across. Ah. We're going to use... This is like the perfect spawn for idea. Okay, we're on the right settings. We'll have an idea office fight, I think. Try and push through and kill somebody. We've got a really good spawn, so we should be able to get really quickly over to the other side of the map. Maybe surprisingly so. Of course, the one time I used the MP7. All absorb armor. Like, the MP7 is very difficult to kill Killer with because it's got low damage, so it's bad for legs. You're not going to get through his face shield. His armor's got a lot of HP. It's just like, it's like the worst. It's perfect for PMCs because of their health pool, but it's one of the worst guns for Killer, in my opinion. Like, you can kill him if you hit him with headshots only, but usually you're too surprised, right? You don't necessarily know that he's there. Oh boy, and he literally just shot us 5 times right in the chest with BT. God damn. What level did you start getting better daily quest XP? 46. Why is the A3 better than the A1? Because it has better base stats. You can pretty much get everything the A3 has on the A1 because you can change the chassis over. But the A3 has better base stats than the A1, and that's really kind of what it comes down to. APSX is a decent farming option for him. Yes. Yeah. The thing is, though, it's APSX is not that great for killing PMCs with because it's very expensive and hard to access. Yeah. 21 shots and 17 hits. It wasn't as good as that because if you look at the accuracy, so we had some fragments there. If you look at the accuracy, that will tell you a bit better. I think it was 55% accuracy, so it wasn't quite as good as it looked because the number of hits includes fragments in the calculation. So it boosts the number that it looks like there if you know. Okay, well, all right, fine. fine. So, God damn it. Let's go for, let's try, you know what, let's figure out this SA-58 together. We might get our gear back because Killer will just stand in the middle and kill everyone. He's in like a really awful position for people to try and fight against, I will say. So you can just buy a base and just build it off that. I don't know whether that's necessarily worth it. What's this? 3 hard drives and 2 sticks of RAM. That's probably about 50k. Probably not awful for a foul. Then you've got this one, which is the Nixel lenses and a rat poison. That's probably cheap now. There's actually a lot of trader barters, and I'd looked into these previously, but it was a long time ago. That's 12 weapons parts. That's probably not worth it. That's $1,000. It's probably not worth it. What's this one? 8 weapons parts. That's not bad because you get the foul mag. Only left to stir the past. We're back in stash. I know, we found Killer straight away. Here I am hoping Giga reaches the middle of the mall sometime today. Well, I mean, we killed one person in the last one. 0 ergo, lowest recoil for 50 drum. Only way to run it. How about let's just... Okay, let's start off by looking at this version. Let's see if we can make something sensible. Because so the min recoil version, I haven't looked at this for ages. So you've got to go for the extreme duty thing. This thing actually is what cucks most builds for the FAL. Because this thing, you can't put any optics on. So you're on to handguard optics. I can't remember what this is. Maybe it's mechanic 3 now. But it just makes it basically unusable. Let's see. So the technical best one, I think this is another MT Crosshair build in theory, but I mean, no one ever uses this because it's stupid. We're just going to do this for the time being. Just have a look. 10, 5, 10, 13. Okay, we'll get that. Barrel, we'll just stick the long one in, but I mean, this is going to be 0 ergo, isn't it? That's fine. I just want to see kind of where the limit is. So I think, is this the one that you have to do? Yes. CSV, that one. Okay, do. Then suppressors. We can go for the QTC. QTC is good, so 0 ergo there. Okay, so that's got 58 recoil. That's probably the best, I think. Going with the meme kit and all be well. The 58 recoil. All right. Well, if we start optimizing stuff, I guess actually the first question is, and this is usually the question, is are the specific stocks better than the ARE plus the MOE? That's always a good question. That's 12 and 64. That gives you, oh no, they're all basically worse. The SA58 BRS is like 2 ergo less. I mean, ergo is at a real premium here. And these kind of give up too much ergo, I think. Yeah, I mean, that one just straight sucks. That one is like, it's like 8 recoil for 5 ergo. It's like, not worth it, I think. Then in terms of barrels, so this guy recoil is -8. This is -2. And that's -6. Maybe we could go for that. But can you not put the CSV? See, this is where it starts to become problematic because that's got 3 recoil on it. What have I done? I've managed to break the vertical recoil stat. Because that's not the recoil of this gun. What's happened? Eh? What the hell? If we go for a mid-length barrel, and then an ARE and one of these guys, an extreme duty, then the handguards were limited to just this thing. That's -2. That's actually not too bad, the FAS. You can't do CQR. We'll go SE5. Then we will go for QDC and PRS. 78 recoil. I mean, it's not amazing by any means, but 42 ergo is not that bad. But that's without a mag. That's why people often end up using the 30 rounders like this one. I'm tempted to kind of build this and just like see how it feels. 34 ergo is not, it's not rancid. Obviously not amazing, but it's not terrible. $182k from new. It's an expensive gun though. Oh, it's because we didn't buy the thing. Hold on. You can fix this. Mechanic, weapons. Where is the... This is maybe not the best, most efficient way to do it. There we go. So we got it set in the background. So now we go select weapon. We pick this. And now we assemble. There we go. Saved. Just stick in some M80. Just give it a quick try. I love the bosses in Tarkov. So fun and interactive. Indeed. Still working on Punisher 4. Seems to be a big part of the skill with actually finding PMCs. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's very slow, isn't it? Yeah, you need a flashlight or something. Love you, Vince. Thanks, agree. Just point fire and mouse block. It's freaking wild, though. That's the problem. Empty recoil is kind of crazy. Going for all round, I think is worth giving up some recoil for ergo. Yeah, I don't know. It just kicks too much. How'd you go back to the modding page after you backed out? Okay, so the trick to this, right? So if you have a problem, if you don't back out of this screen, right? If you just leave, if you don't press escape, and you click like traders or something, and you say you have unsaved changes, you want to discard them. You say yes, but what's happened is that because you didn't escape out of this, you navigated to another page. if I press escape now, the modding screen is still in the background. It's a very, it doesn't say, and it's not obvious. So let's say if I go to my hideout, you can actually see, I think. Or maybe you can't. Well, the hideout actually broke it. I thought the hideout usually does that, but never mind. Maybe it's the flea. There was like one thing where you could see it in the background. Maybe it's not this one. Anyway, if you can go to any of these, you can go to your character, or go to traders, flea market, whatever, and then if you escape, then you should be able to get back to it. As long as you don't go to too many different menus, you should be able to get back to it. Why not use it like the Scar and Semi? We can, but then the question is like, why use it? Now, the reason why the FAL is good is because of the high fire rate and the fact that it will murderize people in CQB. If you're not going to be doing that, then like there's no point using the gun. Basically. Well, so it's fine. Like we'll just try it once. I don't think it's good. Like the FAL's just not good. We'll use it on Semi to start with for sure. How was I doing this before? I think we had 20 M62s in here. 10 M61s, like that. And then I guess we could probably do like 2010 like that. To like maximize the amount of ammo we're using of different types. That's kind of okay. We're actually slowly running through various stuff in our stash, which is fine. It's here to be used. I've spent a long time just like hoarding up everything. Okie dokie. I think we're actually out of the stuff from players. We've died too many times now. We'll just try the contacts again. We didn't really get a proper run out with them. What are we going to use here? Oh no, we've got TTSK, haven't we? So we'll go with that. That's fine. One of those. We're going to go with. Got any more? I've run out of pro patrols as well. Oh man, starting to run a bit dry here. One there. Okay, you need to heal. It's also the issue of swapping kits. Like if you swap kits over, it just takes you so much longer to load in. I don't know why the FAL always starts off like so zoomed in, like it's like super zoomed. Right, there we go. And do we want an SJ6 again? Yeah, probably. We'll just take it when we get into the raid. Okie dokie. We have got an air filter, haven't we? Yeah, we do. Right, let's try this. Whoa. Whoa, come on. Alright, 3D Scav. That'll be fun for later. Not Lighthouse, Interchange. Defensive Insure as well. Be alright. Couldn't use a scope on that. I just think on Interchange you kind of need to. One of the most valuable things got out of Punisher has been making me learn more about modding 556 guns. The optics that go right onto the carry handler are amazing. Well, I like the ACOG, and I like the Prism 2.5. It's one of my favorite budget optics. I think it's good. Lots of people really hate it, but I think it's right. Semi-auto SA58 with 30 rounders just sounds like a really bad M1A. Kind of. Yeah. I used the FAL once, never again. Horrible in CQC. Terrible ergo for long distance shots. What's that for? Lightkeeper? So we need to wait for 24 hours. Unfortunately. It's actually a real pain because I thought it was going to take a bit longer. We just had to go and find the transmitter body, and now he's putting it together. So we have to go and test the transmitter. It's not going to work. And then we have to go and we have to go into the lighthouse again to go and like get this flash drive to flash the transmitter. I Yotamite, I did shout out your Prime, right? Like 15 minutes ago. I hope I did. I feel like I might have done, but I might have been doing something else. Sorry if I was. Going in factories of Valorant to Gilla face mask? It's funny. I do like that. It's good. Is the light any different during day or night time? People say no. I think yes. I find it hard when I'm on night. I just don't like night raids. Thanks for recommending Outplayed in one of your videos. Just started using it. It's great. I do actually like Outplayed a lot. NVIDIA Shadowplay is good. But yeah, the editing and uploading, exactly. You have to do it yourself. That's the problem with Shadowplay. And also outplayed like cuts it per raid as well, so you'd have to like keep track of like when it was that that bit was recorded. If you're doing just like little clips, you're doing shadow play like 5-minute highlight or whatever it's called, then maybe that's easier for some people. But are you using it all the time? I actually don't use it because I have my recordings done via the streaming platform. So if I had outplayed on as well, it would kind of like conflict because I'm doing all the encoding in OBS. But if I wasn't streaming, then I would probably use it to record, yeah, because it splits all the raids up for you. What weapon do you have the most fun with? Gosh. In terms of performing well, probably either the AK-101 or the RD. I have previously had really good experience with the RSAS, but I haven't used it this wipe. I've enjoyed that in the past. Monstrum or Prism? I'm a Prism guy. I really am. Monstrum, I find it never gives me enough zoom, whilst giving me the downsides of lower FPS because of the picture-in-picture, and the reticle's not very big, so I just don't like it that much. Thanks for the Vertex and Radio Guide, made around 15 mil in the process. Nice one. And Interchange stuttering a lot? Not today. I did yesterday, but not today. Prism is great. What task are you on? We're actually doing Longline because we were doing the Lightkeeper quests, but we've been gated again by more timing, which is a real pest. Okay, maybe we play a bit more careful in this one. Tarkov kill montage, unedited hypercam. Bring me to life song, 240p quality. Those are the days, eh? Those are the days. Hypercam. My word. Hypercam. Cast 23. Ethan. I always feel like I could bring my monitor closer to my face, actually. Less of that. I've been kind of enjoying fighting around here. Like, this area's just been freaking popping the whole time, but... that is just how it goes, isn't it? Decent spot to start off in, I suppose. Go to something that's more like 6. Yeah, it can be superior in some sense because you're not caught off guard so much. Interchange in the tech light is really bad. Strange frame lag. It's felt better today. Fraps. Versus plays a monitor on top of their face. I feel like you kind of need it in Tarkov as well. It's like you need to be able to see. I do genuinely think I might bring it closer. In all seriousness. What a big gun you have, sir. I do indeed. Nice spot. Yeah, the only problem is that you can shoot, if you shoot the rail, it doesn't go through. So you have to be a bit careful about height over bore. It's kind of hard to spot you. We should hit people before they see us. Right, well, let's just do some rearranging of my desk. We bring this in a bit. Oh, come on, monitor. Come forwards. Come on. Oh, no. Goodness me. Where is he? don't even know what happened then. Scav just like appeared, shot at me because he could see the top of my head. And then just dipped. How heavy is this gun? 6.3 kilos. Well, I mean, it's not like it's any lighter than the M1A. Or any heavier, really. Wish I had a 40 in 4K monitor. Put 6 in front of my face. I've killed so many people sitting in that spot. Where do you kill them from normally? From like upstairs or something? Stream snipe waiting for you to fill with your monitor again? Weird artifact, isn't it? Look at that weird banding. Ooh. Ooh. I just said about that, didn't I? You can't shoot over the thing. It kind of balances the spot out. You basically may as well be like stood up like this. Well, no one around here, so just loot, I suppose. DVD drives are kind of rubbish. Gas alley. Or the railing. Yeah, I'm quite challenged when it comes to the upstairs of Interchange. I'm just not very comfortable with it. Get some loot on. RC2. Oh, that's not. I can't put that on my head, can I? Gav shouting. Yo, it wasn't me. He's far. Maybe the shots will draw someone in. You never know. Maybe. Oh my god. That ain't right. Can we see him from there? Yeah, we can. Ooh. This is the problem with having a kind of a small scope for Interchange. The map's actually pretty long range in many ways when you boil it down. We're going around single fire. Gosh, high diving ball's pretty bad sometimes. Yeah. I'm standing on this is actually not too bad. Oh, I've managed to fatigue myself somehow. Right, what are we going to do then? Like, I just don't hear anybody. There was a nade over there. Like, maybe we go this way? Oh, we are getting the stuttering. It's happening. It does seem better than it was. It's not as bad. Morning, morning. Hello, Earthen Rice. Hope you're well. Yes, we heard the nade go off, so there's clearly somebody over there. It's a quiet raid, guys. Suspiciously quiet. Did he hit you when you were standing on the spot? Now, I don't know whether it was in Raz or whether it was somewhere else. Hard to tell. The reason why I don't like wandering around here, right, is because when you're playing on your own, just people could just like appear from anywhere and get you. There's so many angles in Interchange, it makes it very hard as a solo to like cover off everything as you move through. You can accidentally walk past somebody and just end up in someone's line of sight very easily. Makes it extremely tough. Let's open up the full auto, just in case. We're just going lasers to them. Oh, and there's somebody. Where are they? Too quiet, yes. Is that over in Ollie's side? Probably, right? Or is it? I mean, it could be underground, I guess. But I don't think the audio... I don't know enough about the new audio system to know whether it is definitely not underground. What do you think about SPT? Some people seem to like it. I'm not really sure. Like, I kind of get it. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to play it myself. But that's completely fine, like each their own. But I do think it's a shame that BSG have taken such a hardline approach against SPT. Underground sound quite muffled. Well, that's what I thought. And that didn't sound muffled at all. That was the scav I killed. It must be through on Ollie's side, right? Surely. This is the one I got. Ergo on an SA58. We got a little bit. We managed to get some stuff through. The loot box. Here we go. That ain't half bad, is it? Yeah, this is a 28 Ergo SA58. Where are you in the quest line? We've got 4 more to do for Longline. But for Lightkeeper, we're basically waiting for the key to the tower to complete. It takes 24 hours. And then we can go and do the next bit of the transponder quest. But until then, we're kind of stuck waiting. There's a lot of 24-hour waits, which is not really conducive to looking good on stream. You know what I mean? I mean, it's whatever, right? BSG want to do it like that, that's fine. I was like, oh, we're going to do like some more Lightkeeper stuff. And it's just like, oh, now we're stuck again. It's funny. Who's complaining over there? Binaural on or off? I think on. I mean, I'm a firm binaural on believer. This. Okay. There's just so much random useless loot. Chainlet's nice. Chainlet, nice. Only worth about 10k. I've been playing a bit DayZ off stream, by the way, guys. It's been interesting. This raid seems just like completely dead. Gotta go through railway. We'll go back out Ollie's side. Just to see. Some raids are just like this though, aren't they? Really quiet, and then you find like the one guy who's just questing or whatever, and then they kill you because you're the one sprinting and they're not. Just how it goes. We could even go up into Backlight and give it a quick search. Big Piers. AICS. I don't care about that per se, but I do care about potentially the bullets in it. Oh, it's BCP. Wonderful. T-plug. The ever lovely Tetras. Like a guaranteed 70k, which is pretty decent. Relay. Relays were going for a lot of money yesterday. Electronic components. Do you have a keyboard Ultra Med? Nah. Don't bother normally. I think Kibber's been crap for ages. Not sure if it still is, but... Oh, I can't get up there apparently. I'm too hitty. One on Suka, I can't even see him. Whatevs. Oh, where everybody was in this raid. There was like literally one grenade went off. That's about it. Oh no, I managed to miss. Why is that not working? Come on. Goodness me. Why'd you carry bandage? Oh, it was just because I wasn't full. So I just kind of carry everything just in case. Yeah, it was just carry what you can until you can't. That was the philosophy. Hard to see into there. But they will find it easy to see me. Heard a step, but... It won't count now because I'm outside. Decoding the DSPT right now. See behind. Nice. Well, good job. Just wanted to say I'm a car user convert. Do you like the car kits? I think they're the good min-max option. Oh god. Was that a shot? I can't wait for double click to come through. Use double click, be nice. I feel like there was a shot, further shot from that side. So I want a golden star first before I like try and rush in or do anything like that. Where do I want to go here? A bit of a crappy spot if there's somebody else with a longer range gun over there. I want to get over there. Was it? It could have just been a scav, but... Oh. Did I kill them with a nade, or did they die to some... Did they die to this other guy? I don't think that was me that killed him. I'm just going to need my stamina back. Got a chance to try the org buff? I haven't, not yet. Did Interchange raids mean extract campers? Oh no! Maybe you and one of the PMC? I don't know. We'll get stamina, and then we're just going to run around the corner. I can't see the guy. Oh. Oh, you are kidding me. Where was that dude? Pretty sure there's no guy? Pretty sure there is a guy. We saw him. He was kind of slow walking though. He should be over here somewhere. There he is. Wait, where was he? He's much further than I thought. I mean, he could have just run all the way. Maybe. Or he's laying low. Or we killed him by some miracle. I don't think so, but... Whatever. It's fine. Right. Oh no, the extract getting shot at. I'm gunning for the extract. Yeah, maybe we should have crept in a bit closer. It's fine. We didn't need to kill him. Yeah, we killed this random scav with an F1. That's funny. It didn't matter for the quest for us anyway, so it like hardly mattered. Dude. Trooper bags of 56k? TV 110 price changes, like 86k was that yesterday. Trooper bags at 56k is nuts. Dude, at Ragman 3 as well? Freaking crazy. This is the best bag in the game by far. Honestly, 1 kilo? Like, this is insane. This bag's nuts. Would you recommend buying a Lav's key card? And if yes, which one beside black? No, just buy black. I don't know, I'm not sure. I haven't used the other ones. Can you show solar power on the hideout? Having a hard time finding that one, it's super rare. You mean in here? Like, it's the MCC is the one for solar. I don't think it even shows you in here. But the MCC is... I wonder if it's part of a thing, isn't it? Called like... I wonder if you can like make them. I don't think you can even see it. It's like it's part of a recipe for something else. Like, I was trying to think, like, what else is it? Can you see that in the barters on mechanic? Like high-level random barters? I can't remember. There's like a way that you could see it somewhere. Maybe you can see it actually in the handbook. There we go. Oh, it's got a hyphen. Yeah, that's the one for solar. Looks like this. You're playing games during my workday. Sweet my fun when you pass time outside of meetings. Hey, nice one. Is 56k expensive for that bag? I think it's incredibly cheap for that bag. Hey, the look of the trooper. Oh, I don't mind it. I think it looks alright. Are we in? I think we're into 2 uses left. I think we're into buy a new one, craft some Propitols territory. Oosh. How to get that stuff? You just have to go to labs is the problem. That bag's OP? Yeah, I think it's OP. Any other prices of bars get changed for Ragman? I'm not sure. We haven't had a good look through yet, to be honest. There we go. Get some Propitols on the blend. Get black from a quest reward. I don't think I've done that one, even. It's annoying when it doesn't update. When you're too quick and it doesn't update, it's the pain. What else on Ragman? So Ragman's got... Yeah, so these are now 86k, which is crazy. What about Karuns? Okay, so they're still... It was only Ragman then. So Karuns... Hulax are still fairly expensive. Wow, that's really expensive now for some reason. I know these went up. Some of the visors went up in price. This is the same. Oh, it's the same. Almost all of these are barters, right? It's like not much else you can do. That's just so... It's so cheap for bag, that. So little. Even these are... Like, that. This one costs more money. Why does this cost more than this? It doesn't make sense. It has less and it's heavier. What? Is an event going on? Moments of Tarkov made a new vid. Why? What did they say? There's not really an event happening right now, as far as I'm aware. Oh, that's rubbish. What to do with military items like cables, flash drives, iridium? The scav box full of the stuff. I mean, most of the time you just sell it, honestly. Hey, ready? Yeah, it's good. We're doing good. We've managed to get as far as in Lightkeeper as we can. But now we're kind of stuck because we need to wait 24 hours for him to get back to us. Oh, this factory key is actually done. I'll keep it out just in case. What else do I have in here? Oh, I moved out my other cat tourniquet, didn't I? Probably. Oh, I used my nades. Yeah, let's use them on that scav guy. Okay, right. Let's just do a quick scav run on factory. Let's try and kill a PMC with his SVD. Can you buy the trooper from anywhere? What, the trooper vest? It's the flea only item, that. No helmet gang. Hey. Yeah, to find those items in labs, it's a bit of a pest, but you just have to hit all the spawns and eventually you'll find them. Like, if you had a completely open labs raid, you could probably do it in 2 or 3 raids, I would I would think. It's just the fact that you have to PvP that makes slabs hard. So yeah, if you have lots of people, like Man of Valor saying, then it'll probably be alright. One backpack the goon salve. Oh yeah, 15 kilos. It's because it's got the big radio in it, so I don't know whether they've got functionality coming for that. But yeah, there's it's supposed to have a huge radio set in it, which is why it weighs so much. Can refresh factory key cheap with the barter? You can. I actually think it might be cheaper just to buy a new factory key. I'm not sure though. Thanks for all the vids and the guys, they really help. You want to get night kills interchange this late in the white advice. More is always dead for me. I guess you just have to keep looting until you get them. You're doing chumming, I assume. Right, let me just press the button for Twitch. We'll get into this next one. Oh, what happened to my music? Yeah, I don't know what the point of the big radio backpack is. Maybe eventually it'll have some use, but I think that's the idea. I think, is it Bird Eye's backpack? Not sure. Yo, Texinka, how's it going? Right, so we've got T46, we've got an SJ1. Okay. So we're all spawning up here. Just follow this scav for a second. I was saying this the other day, it's quite useful having AI scavs with you sometimes. Oh, look at all these PMCs. Because they can detect whether scavs have got malicious intentions. You know? Right, well, the two guys dead there already. Oh, that would have been perfect. But I like hesitated slightly just in case it was another scav. Damn, I wonder if we hit him. It's Bird Eye. You got lucky. Did we hit him at all? See, here we go. So this is a classic, right? So ammo used 3, hit count 3. That's because I shot him twice and one of them got a fragment. Because the overall accuracy is 0.67. So we hit twice, one frag. That counted as a third shot. This is like, it's a well-known confusion about the stats screen. 112 to body, 70 to armor. He must have been wearing something pretty check. I guess he could have been wearing class 5 to absorb LPS or T46. It's like, not that big a deal. Of all the random features this game has, I feel like an afterthought. Like the emotes. Yeah. 1 MRE and 4 Iskras. I feel like 1 MRE and 4 Iskras might be more expensive than just buying a new factory key though. Let's check. Where's the barter? Is it in here? This one. This goes at 20. Yes, that's like 100k. So the factory exit key. Oh, it's actually quite expensive. Oh, why are they so expensive? Normally factory exit keys are really cheap. Ah, interesting. Fair enough. So it costs 125 to refresh the key and 222 to buy a new one. Learned something new there. They're not like factory exit keys have been so cheap for ages. Maybe they changed the rarity at some point. I don't even know. Right, back to Interchange, I guess. We're gonna try and get the last couple of these kills, but let's finish this goddamn quest. Finish this quest. We've got time. We need 4 kills. Let's do it. What if the radio backpack lets you intercept in-game VoIP comms? Yeah, I don't think that would really be useful. Am I not getting a map request? Where was it? I didn't even see it. Have I missed it? Oh, sorry, dude. You put streets. We'll just straight play it. We'll just straight play streets. I didn't see it pop up. My bad. I think I know why. I think it's because does it come up in? It comes up. I know why. It's because it comes up just as a line in the aggregated chat. I have to look at the actual Twitch chat. That's the reason. Yep. I got to pay attention to actual Twitch chat to see. I'm still learning the quirks of the dual situation. I do want to play more Streets though. Streets is fun. I would say due to the close E situation, mate. Tarkov expensive. Shoreline, Shoreline. Let's have a quick look through this. Energy saving lamps. Throwables or pistols, whatever. Right, let's do a streets run. Well. Let's just play. Let's just play to play. I'm not going to take the green flare. We won't go out of Klimov. I go out of there too often. Mr. Beef, hope the raids will be good. Hey, Shashis. Oh, good, thanks. Hello, Red Mexican. Do you have any tips on what to do after hitting 15? In terms of what in particular? Like, what are your goals? You want to level up fast? You want to kill more people in PvP? What's your deal? Got to mow the lawn? Those lawns, they do grow fast at the moment. In the summer. They definitely do. I thought you were a YouTuber. Love your podcast. Yeah, I am. I stream too. Do you have any anti-cheat errors with the new update? No, I didn't. I kind of suck at PvP. This is my first wipe. Okay, so where are you in? I guess if you're in first wipe, then what you should probably do at this point, because your goal is really to try and get as many of the... Like, if you're in your first wipe, you probably should just continue to try and get the various quests done. What I would do is focus on Punisher, because that kind of just teaches you how to play. And it's a lot of Shoreline, but it teaches you a lot of different stuff, like, because it's the first real PvP quest. Hey, so this is a funny thing, Red Mexican. Like, it's quite... I think the reason is it's quite unusual for somebody to come directly from... Well, actually, it's not that unusual now. Lots of people seem to. In the past, it was very unusual for people to come straight from the podcast to the stream, or the podcast from the YouTube. Like, most people came from my YouTube channel over to the podcast, but because the podcast has now kind of like reached its own critical mass, some people who don't even know who I am or Church are finding the podcast first and then finding my channel afterwards, which is cool. I think that's why Don is surprised, because normally people, it's like, if you're like, oh, I thought you were just YouTube and not Twitch or whatever, or just a YouTuber, but it's like most people have seen the YouTube channel and have seen me like showing stream clips in the YouTube and stuff for a long time. So it's surprising when people come through from the podcast angle. But it's cool that the podcast has its own, you know, it's got a life of its own. It's not just it doesn't just hang on underneath my channel or whatever. It's got its own entity. Why is Friend from the West Part 1 not the first PvP quest? It can be. Depends on which quest line you go down first, I think. It probably is, actually, isn't it? I focused entirely on completely shootable in heaven during my first wipe. I mean, if you could do that early, then it actually pays dividends if you want to get Kappa. But first wipe, like, maybe not, unless you're going to know life the game. Can you make a living off streaming, or do you have a full-time job? Yes, I actually am full-time. I'm a full-time content creator. I don't make a full living off streaming, but between the stream and the YouTube channel. But for me, it's mostly YouTube. I make most of my income from the YouTube side, and then a smaller portion from the stream. But that's why I don't stream as much, because I spend more time working on YouTube. You got to divvy your time, you know, where you can. And like, streaming takes a big chunk of time out of the day because you're sat there playing games instead. And like, streaming is fun for sure, and YouTube is like kind of more like work-like. But I quite like the balance. I actually do like the balance between the two. I wouldn't want to stream all day every day, I don't think. But I wouldn't want to just make YouTube videos and not stream either. So it's a nice mixture, you know. It's like afternoons, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday I'm streaming. Like Friday we do the podcast. Around that I'm doing video editing and coming up with ideas and doing thumbnails and stuff. Like, there's a lot of different types of work, so it's quite varied. So I actually quite enjoy the experience of doing it the way that I do. Congrats, thanks. Streaming is also part of the YouTube content together footage. Exactly. So you kind of need to play, like, you need to play enough to have clips to put in the YouTube vids. So it's like, okay, well, you may as well stream while you're doing that, because it's like you're playing anyway. Gigabeef and or ScavTalk merch. You know what? It's actually funny enough. I was like thinking about it, but I would want to do it in like a cool and interesting way. Right, streets. Let's see. So where are we? We are... Oh, we're all the way down here. guess we could go into ye olde
Here's some
pub.
stream income at least. Enjoy, mate.
Thank you for the $2. Cheers, Death for real. Look, it's the special. It's the special key. It's the Skybridge key. This always spawns here. Actually, we already have one. But this always spawns here in this pub, and it only has one use. Yeah, I guess we'll just go around and loot some stuff. Is there anything else in there? And we'll maybe make our way towards that bit at the back. There's so much loot on streets, it's like absurd. To be honest, not really in here though. Kind of need to go into the post office building and stuff. Your Skybridge for 2 tasks, you do. I've actually done both of those ones. Where do we want to head from here? It's been a while since I played Streets. Hold on, let me just swap this over. My game plays better on full screen when I'm playing Streets. I think. Actually didn't seem to make much difference. It's usually slightly better, slightly more optimal to do it that way. Right, we'll go back down this way actually and go towards post office building. What are we wearing at the minute? Oh, contacts. They don't sound too bad. I think everyone's just got to get used to the new audio. It's all going to sound a bit weird to begin with. Oopsie daisy. Here we go. Any tips on completely bullshit solo? Use flashbangs and grenades to get the scavs away from you if they do come upon you. Because you'll make them run if you do that. And that's one decent way. Okay, let's go across this way. Got the tags of random bodies easily running into bears. Killing them rather than Usex. Yeah, it does happen sometimes. I'm always killing too many Usex usually. Bears are a rare beast. Awesome seeing you play. Listening to the cast for some time. Haha, nice one. Always good to have more people coming over to the stream as well. It's good fun. Always fun. Yeah, I like doing the cast. Actually, I need to confirm with Church when we're doing it. We've always been doing it up until last week on Friday evening. And the other day, I was like, hold on, we don't need to do it Friday night anymore. We were doing it was because I was like in full-time work. I was like, hang on a second, we don't need to do this anymore. Have a look. How's the foul treating you? I haven't really got into too many actual engagements yet with it. I just think it's a bit clumsy and a bit cumbersome. Like, you still can't make the builds that sensible. Oh, there's some hidden sprats. You can't make the builds that sensible. And then also not very cheap. I think I'd probably just rather have the Scar. Or the MDR, but I quite like the Scar. H, that is. Or the big MDR as well. Oh, Dolbus 2. Well, Dolbus 2 is cracked. If it didn't give you double damage, actually really good. But it doubles the amount of damage you take, which is pretty suspect. And I was freaked out playing solo. It can be daunting to play solo for sure. Been pretty consecutive. You have your Fridays back. Yeah, that was kind of the idea. I was just like, I've basically spent, I mean, I don't mind, right? But I spent every Friday night for the last year and a half making the podcast with Church, which is totally fine. But I was like, we don't need to do it on Friday night now. There's no requirement to do it. Like I had to do it then before. There wasn't really any other time. But now, yeah, now I can go and do something else on a Friday night. Had it on full auto. Rubbish. Well, he took a M61 to his left knee. I'm sure he'll be very, very pleased about that. Can I remember which way is the actual best? To get loot and all the other stuff. Okay, that's as high as you can go. Let's have a look down here. It's the light scar worse? Oh, it just uses 556, that's all. What's that? Defuel. Damn. Pevco on the bench? Oh, I must have missed it. Leave your paydeck extracted to the still same... Yes, there is, yeah. Still the same 7-minute run-through timer. Yeah. That one, PSO. Yeah, you have to be made for 7 minutes. Can't skimp on that. Enjoy looking forward to Mondays at work. Play Lost Light? I played a bit of Arena Breakout. Like, I did that thing for Arena Breakout. Because I thought that was kind of cool. I know Church played some Lost Light. Like, these alternative games are pretty fun. Oh. That's the VSS BP. You know, for clearing these kind of areas, honestly, probably not that bad to have the FAL. I know it's not really like a CQB gun. But there's enough area around, so I'm not going to get myself clipped into a wall. Which is nice. What else is there? Anything around here? Weird clipping audio. Great, isn't it? I'm looking here. Used to be an adventurer like you. That's an old meme. What an absolute garbage selection of bullets. Turbo garbage bullet selection. Oh gosh. This is a pretty nasty spot. Now, can you get up on that? You can. Dude, that is a nasty spot. I was not aware that you could cover this from here. That's pretty funny. Get Church jazzed about Tarkov again? I think they need to make some serious changes to the economy for him to be excited about the game. Which I can understand. Church plays more games than I do. He's more of a variety gamer than I am. To be fair, it'd be hard to be more of a focused, dedicated gamer than me. In many ways. I have like other friends as well that do that kind of thing. They play lots of different games. I'm intrigued by this spot. Anyway. Did I look in there? I did, right? Yeah. Just keep having a wander. Have you watched Tulu? Tulu's good. It's one of those things. It's a classic dilemma of many a YouTuber. It's like, what kind of style do you want to go with? Tulu's videos are amazing. They must take him forever to make. Which in itself is kind of almost a risk, right? Because it's like, if it doesn't perform that well, then you spend a month making it. It's quite tricky. What can you see out of this window? I guess this sucks because you can be seen all the way down there. Even still, it's not the worst. If you didn't have a gun that was the length of a barge, it might not be too bad. Right, here's the Skybridge key over here. I mean, I guess, yeah, technically you can just be up here, right? Quake Max sells pretty good. Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, it probably would have sold for a decent amount. Never mind. Down here. Finished Gunsmith Part 1 at level 16. Congrats! Probably just do it earlier though, because you just get free XP. Normally like a bunch of scavs over there at some point. Can you see anything from Check 15 over there? Not really, there's too many houses and bushes and trees and whatnot. Okay. Just try and like re-explore, because I don't normally come up this way. This is not where I've done the rest of this. A lot of different games for Tarkov. And now Tarkov has consumed your soul. It is how it goes. I didn't play that many games. I was a very focused, single game kind of player. Always have been. Anyone's getting a slideshow? Oh dear, is it? Better? Sometimes Streets, the way that Streets is optimized, it doesn't enjoy. Ah, okay. Come on, you silly thing. There's something about Streets. I think it might be like... I don't know what the problem is. Like, there's something about Streets that it doesn't like in certain circumstances. I can't figure it out. It's like, it's basically only Streets and Interchange that gives me these problems. And occasionally we get this issue. Stop it. I'm holding out so that when we get these performance updates, that it should fix it. I'm hoping. Because it doesn't happen on any other map. It only happens on Lighthouse and Streets. Because those are the maps that just suck for optimization. Amazingly quiet, really. VRAM? It's not a VRAM issue, it's like an encoder usage thing. Because I've actually got MIP streaming on. In here already. Down here. Which does help, kind of. But no. Let's have a look at something. Oh, hold on. Sorry, friends. Something funny going on. I don't know. Let's see. Can you go into any of these? No. ISP throttling. It's not internet. Yeah. Better. Now it's fixed. Now it's back to normal. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's a bug on these maps, and there's something happens and it won't let me. It just like once it's broken, it just kind of like stuck. There we go. That should be better now. Now it looks perfect. All my stream stats all look perfect now. It's just like, yeah, it just starts bugging out and goes crazy. I don't understand where it comes from. But I'm just hoping once we get all the performance updates through that it should be good. This raid's very quiet, isn't it? We're just basically like wandering around looting stuff. This feels to me a lot of what Streets ends up being about. It's just like looting a lot of things. Yeah, everything looks great now. Bam. Yeah, it's only stream. It's not for me. Indeed, that is completely true. Okay. Bam. Yes, it should be good now. Now what's in this one? Oh, we're actually just like in the pharmacy. All right. What are our extracts? Probably find this out. I don't think I've even been in this room. The problem with Streets is there's so much of it that you can play for... Because I did a whole bunch of games on Streets at one point. But you can play loads on Streets and still not see half the map. Cool, right. So, let's see. So we're going to go... Yeah, where did I say our extracts were? I didn't even look. Damaged house evacuation zone. Damaged house is a bit of a pest to get to. Evacuation zone. That's down the back of... Concordia, right? I think. If I remember correctly. Are you excited about Streets expansion? I'm not excited. I'm not super excited about it. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure how much it'll change the game. That's the question that I have, you know. Will it change the game that much? Like, not really. I don't want to be I don't want to be downbeat about it, but I'm just not sure how much it'll change practically about Tarkov. It already feels huge. I think it's huge because of the density. We've not really seen anyone, have we? We'll probably get one tapped on the way out. Funny, actually, because we started all the way down at the back. But we only needed to just kind of run up here to escape. With like relatively easy extracts. It forced you to go all the way to damaged house properly. That would actually be really annoying. What have we got in here? Med tools. Oh, hand drill. I don't care about that. Do they actually announce wipes or is something that just happens? They announce it very shortly before what actually happens. But the community kind of knows because they start doing pre-wipe and stuff. So people start speculating. People kind of know. The old step bug. Someone in construction. Still got it on full auto. See the arm through the wall. Someone's in check as well, we can hear it. Still see the guy through the wall there. I'm just thinking it's probably easier coming through the back of this room. Rather than trying to go through construction, just because there's like so many scavs there. So when wipe, I mean, I think it'll be in about 6 weeks. Is my call. I reckon mid-July. But I don't know really how that's going to work. To be perfectly honest with you. Because what are they going to wipe with? Are they going to wipe with... Oh, an invasion. No. Ah. First set of SSAAP that we've seen all wipe. That's nuts. Oh, the rest of this stuff's pretty rubbish. A lot of scavs. So evacuation zone is through here. Probably want to hug the wall. Best is kind of subjective, I would say. It's the highest pen ammo for 5.56. But that's a bit of a weird one. Because this extract is brutal though, because like it's so exposed. It's a bit of an odd one. Because like M9M5 kind of has enough pen already. So it's like, you know, it's already got enough pen. Like, do you need any more pen? Do you really want like the lower damage that comes with SSAAP? Is it even worth it? Like M9M5 can kind of deal with class 5 no problem, and class 6 relatively well. I don't know. Can be found in some stray mags. It can, yeah, it can. High pen, low damage. Yes, exactly. Because if you look at the... Let's have a look at ballistics for a second. Because M9M5 is 42 damage, 53 pen, whereas SSAAP is 38 damage, 57 pen. So it's a bit more like Igolnik, but people hate Igolnik for a reason. If you know what I mean. M9M5 or SSAAP, if not considering how to get it in price. I probably think M9M5. It's different for the 7.62 one, because BP is good pen, but it's not like guaranteed class 5 pen. Whereas the one for that has like even higher pen, which is like actually really good. No 2-tap with SSAP. You don't 2-tap most armors with M9M5 anyway, even class 5s, just because the mitigation's too high. What's the problem with the Golnik? Too low damage? Yeah, it's like if you get over about 60 meters, you can't even headshot people. You can't headshot people with a I can't remember where the class 4 headshot threshold is, but it's not that far. You start to run into damage problems. And if you're in a slugging match to someone, you both go grrr and you both spray. If you're using like a Golnik or something low damage, it's only 37 damage, right? You have to shoot them a lot. Stick it on 5. Yeah, I personally think so. I think that's the right way. Well, I'm sorry that wasn't more interesting, Mr. Payne. I've not been on streets for a little bit, so I'm a little bit slower on that map. I thought, you know what, we'll go and try one of these like through the post office loot runs, but yeah, ended up being a little boring. Started playing Tarkov about a week ago. This game is so confusing. Yeah, I know. It is. You get used to it eventually. It comes with time. We used the one sky bridge, got the other sky bridge. Can you just sell these? No, you can't. You have to go and find them. I have to go and find them. Okay, so I guess we will go head back to our precious interchange. I used a Golnick back when Class 6 was super common. It's because they just used M61. That's the thing, and that's why M61 is so good. Because it does so much damage, even if you don't hit them square on. Like, a Golnick is technically decent, in theory. But if you're just looking at shooting them in the thorax, and it doesn't include any, like, arm damage or anything like that, right? Like, arms absorbing it and all this stuff. That's the issue. Okay, so yeah, interchange. Let's go back. Let's go back. Somehow we've just like not found anybody to fight with this SA-58, which is quite fun. SSAP have like +4 recoil. I don't think it matters too much, but probably has a little bit, yeah. It's +6 versus 0995's +8. It's technically slightly better. It does slightly more armor damage. It's more consistent against class 6, basically. Because the 7.62 one, MAIAP does 46 damage with 58 pen, which is a really, really high pen. To be honest, against class 5, you're probably still better off with BP, though. If I'm totally honest. Because BP can two-shot class 4 to go to class 5. Whereas MAIAP probably can't. Ironically. Maybe, I'm not sure about that. I don't know. You got that guy in the left knee. Wait, I killed him? I didn't even check. Did I kill him? I didn't look at the end screen. I just clicked through. I got a PMC kill. TTK can vary so much if you're not running out of ammo. It can. Even if you are running out of ammo. Right, let me press the button here for the Twitchers. No, but that was some action. Oh, I see. I didn't kill him, but you're saying it was some action. Yeah, we saw a man and shot him in the knee. Indeed, indeed, indeed. I keep running into geared people just running 7.62 PS. People, there's a certain subset of the player base that disagree with the workbench having to craft ammos, and they're just allergic to crafting ammo. And they don't want to have to craft ammo, and so they use PS, M856A1, FMJ and Subsonic in the MP7, and what else? Like BT for the 545 guns. They just will not craft or do the barters or anything. They just won't. There's a weird philosophy. People are just like, I don't agree with it. I only want to do stuff I can just bar for traders. Because, like, I mean, I kind of see the argument, right? It's like the game takes forever to, like, load in and do all this other stuff. So I want to make it as short as possible. I don't want to be, like, fiddling about. I want to just play the game and shoot people. But I don't think Tarkov's not really about that, right? Tarkov's about making interesting and difficult choices. Try to optimize what you're doing, which is why I quite like using those systems. Why are you using that gun? Because we want to try it out. I haven't used the SA-58 forever. It's still bad, by the way. But we're basically going to use it till we lose it. I like Hideout Simulator. The thing is, Hideout Simulator appeals to generally like newer players, casual players, and like and technical players. You know what I mean? I'm something of a crafter myself. I'm a 5k BP. I keep swapping between... So every night I put on an ammo craft. And it's either M61 or BP. And I've got like 400 M61 and 300 BP. I'm just using so many of them. And that's with stacking the rounds as well. Like if I didn't stack my rounds, I'd run out of all the meta ammo for sure. I love APM. It's fun. It's so cheap. The guns are so cheap. I like it in the 2-on-5. I mean, there's different demographic. I'll say I don't have Workbench 3, so you can't actually craft the top stuff. Oh, fair enough. I think Flechette's worth it. Flechette's good. 7k BP. I literally have like 300 rounds of BP. Get enough bullets on someone, the ammo used will work. Yeah, and those like top tier players, like I've seen Desmond running 5.6A1. He just smashes everyone because he just headshots people. Getting max craft OP is OP. I'm still only crafting level 30. Like you really have to go hard on the crafting to get to max level. Like it's like you have to be an insane person to get it to max. I don't even understand. Like I craft quite a lot and I'm nowhere near close to 50. $5k or 6k 55A1, 5k 995. See the 55A1, I'm like it's the 995 that's impressive. Crafting all the top SMG ammo. Or like AP. What's it called? 45 AP. Right, we're gonna stick this on single for now. Anyone coming? No. Anything good in here? Ye oldie spark plug. What else we got? Nothing much. That's where we need to be. Wait, did he just die? What? It wiggles around so much, this gun. I'm also bad. Is he just going to kill me? Oh, we're going to leave. Desmond's so sick. Yeah, Desmond's really good. He's so good. Finally. Right. Uno tap. Just the one. Where's all that shooting? I wonder if it's up or down. I feel like I might almost prefer to be upstairs. I don't know. I have to log in and craft each day. All right. Ugh. Bag bug. Infinite rig search bug. Nice. Let's just have a look in here. Let's see if we can search this. I don't really want to swap over. I can't even look in here. The way he prayed. Actually, hold on. Yeah. We still want to make sure that we're like maxing out the amount of M61. Three, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, it's really annoying that. Right. GG's. Oh, hey. Came to chat. Hello, Chris. Chris the Owl, thank you for popping in. GG's, man. It was a very quick fight. I wasn't sure if I was going to get you, actually. Last time they got this gun like this, got the MC1 and the BA11. They gone for like the no copyright kind of situation. Lost like guys. PSG don't care. Don't give a single crap, BSG. They're just like, whatever. Call all the guns what they're actually called. What are you going to do? Friend wants to bug backpacks over 40 kilos. It was empty? Oh, man. Suppose you head ears, mate. Me too. I was like borderline blind firing this thing. I got the TTSK on. What did you have in your gun? I think you shot me twice in the chest, maybe. 5501. I think that's 2 hits because BP takes you to like 21, so I think that's 2 hits of 5501. I can't actually look in your chest rig for some reason. Opinions on 545BT. Oh. Yeah, repost it later. I'm not. It seems to have gone already. I think we were mid-fight. Oh, there's an Aquamari there. I spy with my little eye an Aquamari in my scoop. Down here somewhere. Aquamari acquired. I wonder if we can spy anyone out there. Oh. Okay. Interesting. There's somebody running on escalators. Not sure how far down I can point. Oh, but you can be seen from down there. See, I'm not really an upstairs interchange kind of guy. I'm just not. There's a big explosion down there. Let's have a look. TTSK is so bad, in my opinion. It does break fast, but it really protects you at the beginning, like big time. Yes, it's good against high tier ammo. Yeah, I agree. Often all you need is for the BP to save you against BP. Oh. Actual blood over there. Looks like real blood. Hmm. Not a big fan of this area, though. We'll carry on that way. 7N40? No, I keep them. Put like 3 in if you're using 545 gun. They're really good for 545. The best bullet. Got very low recoil. So if you put 3 in the top, then you end up actually getting like better recoil on the first bit of the spray, which can be make or break. M62'd. Been at mid escalator. I got a couple of stutters just then, before. You loot for mechanic. Oh, M905. Oh, and M62. Maybe I got shot by 2 people at once. I don't know where the other guy was. Is that the type of sight or scope best in your opinion? Yeah. They are, honestly. Like, they just perform the best when you're in various situations, right? Like, you can get away with something else. If you're playing semi-auto only, you can kind of get away with something like the... I mean, what's the cheap stuff? Like, the TAC-30 is not that cheap anymore. But you can get away with that. It used to be like 30k, but it's now like 50. The Voodoo and the Razor and the Schmidt and Bender are by far the best because they have a 1x on them that's beautiful. It works really well on full auto. And just generally they're, you know, fantastic. Other than that, like, you can... I mean, there's some of the others that like maybe you can get away with. Like the Hammer, not terrible. But it's not great on full auto. The Bravo's okay, but it's not great on full auto. The thing about these ones is that they've just got a huge, like, they're just really massive on the screens. They just feel great. What does it say about mentalities? You see blood on the dummy. I swear, holding roses. I don't even know who's right. Guy downstairs shot you too. That you killed? Yes, but that shouldn't have come up because I was fully healed, right? Spectre's good. Spectre's a nice min-max, yeah. Elcan Spectre is actually quite a good version. Yeah, so the foul's still just not ideal, is it? I guess we got 1 more kill for long line. How many more do you need? 3. Oh, it's slow going, isn't it? God, it's so slow going. Should we go back to this? Should we go back to this? RD. Go back to the RD. Valde? Valde's got a bit of scope shadowing problems, which kind of makes it a little awkward, but it can be alright. If you're using it at long range, then it's generally kind of better. In my opinion. The scope your scope you use would change so quickly if it's not instant swapping zoom levels. Oh yeah, definitely. But it's because they don't have that implemented, do they? So you just instantly, like, if you had to click the scope zoom, it would be a completely different ball game. That's definitely true. That's certainly the case. But the way that it's implemented right now, it's just super OP, you know. They're actually like kind of overpowered, those zoom optics on that basis. The one nice thing about BP and 7.62 by 39 is that there's only 2 bullets. There's not much messing about. What are we going to go with this time? Got all sorts of stuff in here. I'm slowly running down my stocks of like various things, which is actually quite good in some ways. Less hoarding. We have certainly died of quite a lot. I don't mind the tan ULACs if we're using them specifically on factory, then it's not too bad. Let's see. Maybe just go buy an actual ULAC. I think that's a good idea. Oops. And then, yeah, if you go with glasses as well, it's kind of neat because then at least you get the potential ricochet. Like sometimes you get it rare, but you can do. And it's kind of worth it if you're running like bigger kits. To be honest, our mistake there was probably continuing to fight. Because once the TTSK is kind of low, you sort of have to leave. Like it allows you to win a fight. And then you want to extract, I think. Maybe we'll just buy one of these. Because they're so cheap. For what you get. Genuinely amazing. Bag. Okay. Nearly there. This is good, yeah. This is looking alright. This RD is really nice. I'd like the RD because it's simple. It doesn't cost quite as much as the Mutant. It's technically not quite as good. Oh my god. SA58 received ergonomics, vertical and horizontal recoil updates. Literally just now? Are you kidding me? Whatever, we're not swapping. Dude, that's nuts. You can't make it up. Genuinely, you couldn't make it up. Okay, so about 545 BT. Would it be more viable if they changed it from +3 recoil to -3 recoil? Traces in Tarkov are supposed to lessen the recoil of the guns. I don't think it really even matters, honestly. It's more about like the fire rate of those weapons and the damages that they do, I would say. I don't think it's necessarily that's the issue. So what's the new recoil for these guns? So old SA was 277, now it's 250. This probably doesn't matter that much. They've given it 5 more ergo. They made the MCX worse. Lol. Yeah, okay. You do you, BSG. Did you ever use MIAP? No, I just never find it. Ado, the Walmart scope. So what effect do you think it would have on scopes if people use if they had to do an animation swap? People would use the fixed scopes more often. Things like the Bravo with an above red dot. Those would become more viable because the 1X is so powerful on the LPVOs. The 1x4s, 1x6s, and 1x8s are really, really strong because of it. But it would incentivize people to use like a dot and a fixed rather than a variable, basically. To be honest, if you healed, it didn't show up at the end. Oh yeah, if you heal it in raid, it doesn't show up. Waiting for the upgrade discount. Yes, just wait for the upgrade and then tie the standard account. Exactly. After a while, you deserve it, you know. TV 110. No, I never use class 4 in the end of the wipe. X grid. Yeah, Hex grid's good. I just feel like I'm going to die with it. I don't feel very confident right now. We died a lot. How much the total value we stash? I think it's 110 mil. It's probably a bit less now, but Connor saved me from a rogue shooting 856. Yeah, I guess it should do. Probably should have used Meldy or whatever. CL 420Y, thank you for the prime. Appreciate it, my dude. They buffed the SA 58. They've nerfed the MCX. It's surreal. A bizarre change. Best flashlights to use. What's the best headphones? I'm still trying the GSSHs, the CMOC and the contacts. I'm not sure yet. The jury's still out. The absolute best of the best of the best is contact 4s, clearly, but outside of that, seems like people are liking XLs, but like I'm not really sure yet. Flashlights, I mean, I just use the... What's it called? The one that I've got on the minute. What's the name of it? O-Light, is it? I forget. Like, sometimes Idea Office is just, like, absolutely popping. Sometimes it's completely dead. Can I make a video on the underbarrel nade launchers? I'm not sure. I was thinking yes at one point. But now I'm not so sure. They just don't really seem like used or viable, or I don't know. They're like too hard to get access to. There's a way to make STM9 full auto. Click lots. Buy the PP19. The short answer is no. Balder Pro, that's the one. Like M6 need a nerf. A lot of content creators have done the how to do lighthouse rogue runs thing. Have you got no interest? It's just not something that I really like doing, to be honest. You mistakenly put 137? What? So what's the real thing now? You're doing long line? Yeah, I've got the last like 3 kills to go. Okay, so now's the time we're going to get the golden star out. Top 3 maps? Oh god, this is hard. I was saying earlier, I'm just not even sure what my favourite maps are anymore. Because the maps that I typically like the most, I've like not played much recently. Because I've been quite enjoying playing labs and stuff. I've not minded Interchange too much. Although right now it seems a bit of an annoyance. I'm not really having a great time with this today. I've enjoyed playing Lighthouse a bit, but around the chalets in particular. I always find that I lose the fights upstairs. I don't know why this is. I just kind of suck upstairs on Interchange. I'm just not good at it at all. Oh, no, that's not a thing. Sometimes, like, yeah, because the last couple of streams, like, the idea's been popping off and the Ollie side's been completely empty. But the today seems to be, like, completely the reverse. Ollie side's been popping and idea's been completely empty. It's, like, just weird. Who dat? Yeah, so I'm honestly not even sure right now. Oh, gosh. In there. In the shop, the cheeky breaky. Look at that. That's a scav, right? Yeah. What are you doing in there? What's he doing in there? Contact falls too expensive. Yeah, try the XLs. The other ones don't seem too bad. Like, contacts, people are saying they're bad because I think they just sound different. I don't think they're necessarily terrible now. Oh, it was a dummy? I know. Swordin's better than M32s. I'm using GSSHs and contacts at the minute. Before that, I was using razors a lot. I'm not even sure anymore on what was good. So I'm just using contacts for the moment. I know a lot of people are saying it's bad, but I'm going to want to shift over and try something else afterwards. I tried using the rack headset. And that did feel bad. I know that people were saying that, like, technically they were the best, but, like, geez, they felt god awful. Okay, well, clearly no one's coming here. Tetris on the shelf. Or it was just badly looted. Always a possibility, I suppose. Or a bait. I don't think it's a bait. Go downstairs to Rasmussen and Techo, whatever it's called. No, only issues. I don't know if anybody's down here. Okay, we're not dead. It was a good start. New customs always top 3. I've just not played customs at all since early wipe, really. Or like since mid wipe. I feel just really out of practice on it. Obviously I know the whole thing, but it's against the people who are playing there now who are just looking for PvP. I just don't feel that competitive. I wonder where everybody is. There's someone. On wood. Okay. Just make sure this mag's fully loaded before we do anything else. Oh, it's super quiet. We've like started all the way at one end and gone all the way to the other end. I might use M32. Maybe they're worth a try. How many kills are we missing? 3. Pain. Need 3 more. So close. But where is all the people? Really? He must be so dead. Hurts in my soul. We even clipped him one more time as he ran around the corner. A lot of people in the back of the building with the ramps. Huh. How many takes you got all those kills? Did last time? Long line last week. It was boring as hell. Yeah, it took a while. Oh yeah, I forgot about this bit. I kind of forgot you could even go in there. Look at this! What is this doing on the back of a shotgun? That's illegal. Actually, we don't want to keep this out. Send me this. Because we might need to actually use them. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Sounds like just more scabs, but... Left-hand peek. Brutal. Maybe in the central section? Get some painkiller on. Before we get our leg blown off by a shotgun man. Let's send over something fun. Oh no! He was all behind the racking. I couldn't see him. Just couldn't see him. Dah! Pain. So appreciated the weekly podcast, just so you know. Hey, no worries. It was a good hold by him. Magnum buckshot to the head. I just couldn't see the guy. I had him 100%. I just couldn't see him in the darkness behind that like set of things. Sucks. The fact that the Mark III TV104 has a chance of spawning on low roll scouts is a blessing. Oh, it's good, yeah. Are you using flashlights after the patch? Yes. I think they're fixed now enough to be able to use them. Oh, okay, so Logical said M6 is 127, not 137. So they made it very, very, very slightly better, like the tiniest amount. This is where a flashlight... Oh, I should have turned it on. Ah, man, I'm so out of practice with flashlights. I should have just used it. I had one on my gun. What pizza did you have? Not good. Is assigned to use a face shield? Ah, it's so rare, though. I think I'd rather take those... I mean, I was using... Or did I get jaws? I guess I had the condors on and everything, but yeah. We took the one magnum pellet to the jaw and died. Metro's still using flashlights? Oh, 100%. They're really, really strong. If you get caught by somebody using one, really hard to play against it. Really tough. 125 vertical. Vertical as a base. Sicilian. Excellent. All right, well, I was hoping that we'd get Longline finished today on the back of like the Lightkeeper stuff being so early, but like unfortunately we're just not going to be able to get these extra kills. We've run out of time, my friends. We've run out of time, so we're going to try and get... Oh, look, we've got a SA-58. There you go. How timely. So we're going to try and snag a PMC kill on Factory, and then I think that's all that we're going to have time for, I'm afraid. Let's see what we can do with this. We've got a decent-sized magazine. It's not like we've got a short 10-man box or anything, so that's nice. We said Admiral 300 Black. I wish that there was an equivalent, or somewhere between M62 and 300 AP. That's what that needs, because you need to be able to put something better than M62 underneath to make the gun actually good, because 300 AP is just too hard to buy, and M62 is not good enough. It's like 5.6A1, which is fine, but you can buy 5.5A1 on the traders, you know? So M9, M5, 5.5A1 is a really good combo, but like 300 AP is good, but with M62 underneath, it's too much of a step down, I think. I just normally craft Kajura bags into whatever. Let's see, where should we go? What we got? ECW, Labs access card, whatever, we don't care. We can always buy another one, can't we? Bit of a weird glitch there. There's a PMC. He's a scav. Yeah, he's a scav, right? And that's a scav too. He's fighting over here. Let's see. No, he's not PMC, but he just killed a scav. So hopefully we're good. Let's hope. In Factory, you are the loot, exactly. Let's have a look. Let's see if this guy's got anything. Paranoia. March, juice. Yep. I don't know. Special in there. What does this man have? Fighting for his life for his security vest. A bandage and an Emacom cap. How did a life become so cheap? No, there you go. Explain what euros are for. They're for random things. They're also things like solar power. I think needs loads of euros. They're not really necessary. I think it should show us on the next screen whether we got any ref or not. There you go. Trade to Scav. There. +3 and 1 for this. And so we've got 4 overall. Hey, that's worth it. GB, why not stream ScavTalk to YouTube? Because we already have a ScavTalk YouTube channel. So I'd rather not like bifurcate it in like 5 different places. Do you know what I mean? Because then we've got like my stream on YouTube on my channel. We've got ScavTalk on its own channel. We've got the stream on Twitch. We've got it going on the podcast platforms. I just feel like it's too many. I'd rather keep it just to like a, you know. And also I just kind of don't want it on like my YouTube channel. Because I just don't. I just feel like it's different. Clean looking stash. It's going to be great, isn't it? What's my fence rep? 4.76. Yeah, look at this. Excellent. This is what it looks like after everything. But I've, you know, we've got it nice and clear here. It's looking clear in here. We've like cleared it out myself of a bunch of stuff. So it's all good. Right, guys. Well, you know what? It's a shame that we didn't manage to do this. But next time when we're back, we're going to be able to do the next mechanic quest for Lightkeeper. And we're getting really close. We've got 2 quests left. And then we'll be actually onto the... Well, we'll get to Lightkeeper himself. And then, to be honest, we're just going to do other random stuff until the wipe, which is who knows when, right? In like 4 to 8 weeks or maybe even longer. Nobody can really tell. So we're just going to do that. And then, yeah, that's basically it. Just going to like mess around, use different guns, try stuff out, figure it out, see what's going to happen. Maybe play more streets. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see, because if the map's not going to perform very well and I keep getting this weird encoding problem, then I'm not that incentivized to play that much, or at least like I need to figure out exactly how to fix it, let it not be so annoying. Yeah. Well, okay, let's see who is around. We're gonna go do raid 4. Actually, a great number of people that, you know, we'll go Geno's. Go Geno's stream. Geno's he's a happy old guy. He's a happy old guy. We'll go and raid Geno. So anyway, thank you guys for joining as always. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for all the support. We've got a video coming out tomorrow, which is about lower level people who are getting back into the game or trying to play late in the wipe, which I think is going to be useful. A couple of people asked me about that, so that's going to be coming out tomorrow. Should make a headphone test with proper recommendations. Honestly, probably not a bad idea. I should really look into doing that. It's a good point. It's a good point. Cool. Well, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will be back on Thursday for streams. Yeah, vid tomorrow, and then yeah, just enjoy. Get over hump day tomorrow, and I'm sure your weeks will all be fantastic and splendid and ending beautifully. So until then, I'll catch you later, guys. Bye bye.